beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Hustle for your boy, fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 wah. Lift it up.
What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Can y'all hear me? Get in here. Get in here. Get in here, baby. We got a few things to discuss. I'm trying to grab my mic. Sorry, y'all. Y'all come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. What's going on, Elder? Peace to the Elder. Bye-bye, Rashawn. Come on in. Y'all get in here and get the likes up on the video. Shout out to the Elder. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out the Elder. Very wise man that he is. Shout out to Elder Baba Rashawn. Y'all get on in here and get the likes up on the video, man. For real, for real. We got a few things to discuss. Now, we gonna make it a little light show, but we got a few important things to discuss. And I need everybody to come on in. All y'all get in here. Get in here. Get in here. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Get in here because we got a few things to discuss. Now, on the show today, we're going to talk about some, I call them FBA-liens, but apparently a scientist or some person, I don't know who he was. He saw some aliens and he described them as looking like African Americans. And we're going to discuss why that is important. Then we're also going to discuss Trump federalizing or activating the National Guard in some cities and why that is important and also how that is linked, to all of this, okay? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about these smart cities, how this is also linked to all of that, okay? So smart cities, National Guards federalized, FBA-liens, all of these things, I'm sorry, you guys, all of these things are connected in my conspiracy theory brain. So if you feel like I'm just crazy, you can log off on that part, but please don't, because even if you think I'm a conspiracy theorist, I will be discussing real reality stuff that's happening in real life that is affecting you and me, okay? So you guys get on in here. Then we're going to a few things we're going to discuss with Shakari Richardson. We got more video of her and it does not look good. And then we also have Ari Lenox getting on everybody's nerves and maybe a few other things if I done forgot them. But for sure, I need you guys to come on in. Come on in, come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Let's get y'all a quick, little wiggle on in before y'all come on in through the door. So, come on in. Yeah. Let's get y'all a little wiggle so y'all can get the fingers to work. And I need the fingers to work. So let's put the fingers in. Let's get the exercise on the finger. Take that finger or the thumb, however you want. Go to the part on the video, exit out the live chat, and hit that like button. You get it? Let me get y'all a little wiggle right quick so y'all can exercise that finger and hit the like button. And also subscribe to the channel too. I'll be right back. Check it out.
Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Goddamn, shorty so fine. Like a treadmill, she be running through my mind. On that booty, she got a nigga geeking, having fantasies of me and her, can that be squeaking? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Hey, Jupiter booty, can you twerk some?
Niggas put that booty while we cooling up and hooting. You know how we do this. The old school trooper. Smartest. We smoother than the smoothest. The hardest, the rulers. They can't get through us.
Shorty got that booty.
Girl, I was so busy rapping, I forgot to come back. Girl, hold on, girl. I was too busy rapping. I forgot to come back. My bad, girl. You know, I love that little second verse, girl. You know, I'm trying to catch that second verse. Y'all come on in here, though. Get the likes up on the video and shout out to everybody in the building. Now, first of all, I told y'all we was going to come on here and talk about Umar today, but I got to push him tomorrow. The way I'm feeling, my message can't be about him today. I could deal with the Prince of Pancoochie on another day. Today, and plus everybody piling up more evidence on the stuff that's going on with him. From what I'm hearing with the Prince of Pancoochie, they say, I didn't say it, allegedly. They say he about to lose the school down there in Delaware. I guess that's where the school at. They say he ain't getting no accounts opening back up or nothing like that. They say it's looking real bad for the Prince of Pancoochie. Now, again, I don't know how true all this is, and I wanted to get into it today, but nah, we got bigger fish to fry. We'll deal with him another day. So shout out to that. Also, I hope everybody is out grounding. I hope that you guys are out putting your feet to the soil. When I say the soil, I don't mean the concrete. Find some grass, you know, find you some grass or some soil that's of the earth and put your feet in it, okay? Also try to get the sun to your head, get a little grounding in, and you know, we need to tap back in. We need to tap back in because there's a lot going on, and all of the people who are unaware, walking around unconscious deliberately, especially those, yeah, it's not gonna be good. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. You know what's crazy? Real talk with Miss J. I've been thinking that for the longest. I've been thinking that Be Free With Me for the longest because I get it. He's been going live in these buildings, but I have yet to see any remnants of any type of habitation in those buildings. I don't care if he had the paint and sip, and I'm talking about Umar, because the comment is there aren't any schools, those are abandoned buildings. I have been thinking this from the gate. Because it's one thing to have the actual capsule or the buildings. But honestly, when you look back at it, you couldn't even sleep in those buildings. They weren't even habitable. Like, so were they really schools? Were they really schools? At one point, I was thinking he probably don't even own the schools. It's probably just an abandoned building he be going on. But I know the way investigators work on YouTube, they would have went found that out. So I'm pretty sure he got his name on it, but it looked like he just bought the school and then that's it. That's it. It looked like Umar went and bought the school and then was like, this is all I need to keep baiting them. This will buy me at least another 10 years. And it did. Unfortunately, it did. Dr. Umar is going through his Derrick Jackson, okay? Remember what happened to Derrick Jackson? Remember Derrick Jackson got exposed? He was the guy who all the black women was going crazy about. He gave all the best advice. He was just the best man to tell women how to know if another man really wants him or wants them or something like that, and what a man should do to earn your love and trust. Remember Derrick Jackson, y'all? And then come to find out he was married and cheating on his wife with other women, and then the wife came on and called us a vagabonds and told us she wanted the Holy Spirit to go right down her throat and reach inside. Remember she was saying all of that? Girl, it was a time. This is what is happening to the Prince of Pancoochie. This is what's happening to Dr. Umar. Like I say, I get it. There's some women who really believe in this man. There are. And I bless your little hearts, ma'ams. Bless your little hearts. Y'all are going to have to detach yourself from these celebrities, from these entities, because even though it's internet, Umar is still some sort of level of celebrity, okay? So y'all are going to have to detach yourself, because once these people are coming down one at a time. These entities, these things are coming down one at a time. You better back up. Get out the way. You go over here, okay? You can watch, but you go over here. Now, if you want to be one of those sacrificial lambs, oh, Lord, take me with him. I get it. We be doing that down at the funerals and all of that. This time, you going with them. So I'm just saying, I know y'all love y'all celebrities. I know y'all love y'all queens and kings and politicians and all these people. I'm just telling you what the divine is saying. I'm just telling you what the divine is saying. They're going to start going down one by one. And all of y'all that's attached to the athletes, all these niggas. LeBron, he got a whole bunch of Bron sexuals. It don't just go to entertainers, athletes, social media personality, all the me too. Listen, I'm telling you what I'm telling you what's real. Do not attach yourself to nothing but you and your lineage. Do you hear me? And like-minded people. Do you hear me? I'm telling you what I'm listening. If you attach yourself to any of these entities that you see here on this internet or any of these entities that you see here on the TV, you will go along with them. And they are not going to a great place, okay? I'm just giving you the message, okay? So with that being said, Umar is his day, and there's going to be much, much more to come. See, we were under the impression, myself included, that when Cat Williams gave us that liner, all lies will be exposed, we thought it was just a 2024 thing. But we slowly started to realize that Cat really was a prophet sent to us to give us the prophetic word that, hey, get out the way. These things are coming to pass. Just like if anybody read their Bibles, or if anybody who don't read the Bible, if you've grown up on the Bible, think about all of the stories in the Bible. Hear me out. Think about all of your Bible stories. Every single time you hear about one of the Bible stories, and I'm not a Bible thumper, but I know how to correlate and connect the two, okay? Every time you hear about a Bible story, especially when it pertains to any of the disciples or anything that God's about to do to any portion of the world, what does he do? What does the Most High do? He sends somebody, a prophet. Hello, is this thing on? Is this thing on? I need to know, is this thing on? What has he done in the Bible? What has the Most High done in the scripture? I'm just trying to see something. Every single time he sends a prophet. Now, most of you are under the impression that these prophets are perfect people because they lied and told you that this Jesus character was a perfect person. That's not the truth. As a matter of fact, the Most High got some of his not so great people to be a lot of his prophets. If you know, you know. If you don't know, then you behind. You need to catch up. Okay? Now, the Most High, and every single time he's either about to make change on the earth, or he's about to do any type of destruction or anything that the Most High is preparing, he always send us a prophet. He always send us a prophet. He always sends somebody to say, hey, sound the alarm. Hey niggas, I know y'all busy and I know y'all occupied, but some shit about to go down. Now, typically these prophets don't want to be prophets. I know, because I don't want to even be doing this right now. I'm going to be honest. But typically these prophets don't want to be prophets. But once you are called upon, you will do what the Most High has given you to do and put upon you to do. Now, Cat comes in, tells us all lies will be exposed, right? Now, we thinking 2024. We thinking celebrity. We thinking the beast. We think, I'm with you. I was thinking like this too. We're thinking the small-minded bullcrap beef between him, Steve Harvey, and all these other folks, and maybe a few other celebrities might come out on some tea, and we like, ooh, girl, we can't wait for the tea. I was with you, but the gag was that whole interview went over a lot of our heads, and you know, it was something drew me to that interview. I watched that interview like when nobody knew it was going to blow up. Something just drew me to the freaking interview. I don't know why. But when I did, I knew that it was something that needed to be seen by everybody. And it just happened to be an interview seen by everybody. Like one of the most viral interviews on YouTube. Do you understand? This message that Cat Williams came to that platform, I don't care if y'all feel like Cat Williams ain't no prophet. That's your problem. You worried about you can't think outside the box. Take Cat off the table. That person, that man coming into that space, doing that interview, dropping the gems that he dropped, all of the prophetic word that he gave. And for that to be one of the most viral interviews, not only viral interviews, for all of those things to be going and coming into fruition, does that not make Cat Williams one of the prophets, as in one of the prophets of the Bible? Sound like all the ones I read about. And again, none of these prophets you read about in your Bible were God-fearing, perfect people. The Most High always tapped. You get it? He tapped. He tapped who he see fit to give you the word. Now the interview went viral. It was for all of you, for all of y'all to hear. The information is still out there to this day. It went viral. All of these things are still coming to pass. We still referencing this interview, and we a year out from the interview because that was a prophetic word. And just like Kat said, it's either God's side or the other side. And we don't care nothing else about the other side. That's the mindset you are going to have. If you cannot have or adopt that mindset, when I say God's side or the other side, and if it's not God's side, we don't care nothing about the other side. This is what I mean. It's the Most High, it's your ancestors, it's your lineage, it's your family, it's your like-minded people, or nothing. Didn't the book say you can't be hot and cold, huh? Didn't it say something about being hot and cold? You gotta, you can't pick and choose. You gotta pick a side. And that's just what it's gonna come to. So, with that being said, let this be an ear for anybody hearing, even if you hear on the replay gang, let me just play the clip. I got the little sound bite. Even if you are here on the replay game, there is no middle ground. There is no gray area. You cannot have any attachments. You cannot attach your energy. You cannot attach your mentally. You can attach your mental, your physical, your spiritual. Like I said, these entities are here for us to enjoy. These are celebrities. There's nothing wrong with us enjoying the movie or enjoying the sport or enjoying I enjoy these things, but I don't attach myself to these people. I understand that the person and the character are two completely different things. I enjoy the character and could give two F's about the person. Does that make sense? Because like I said, let me get the little sound bite up here. Like I said, well, not even like I said, like Kat said. I know I still have that sound bite. Yeah, here you go. This is what Kat had to say. It's going to be either there's no gray area. I don't care who it is. Politician, athlete, entertainer, or pastors, leaders. I don't care who it is. I'm just giving y'all the message. I'm just a messenger.
Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period.
All right. I said what I had to say. Let's move on. Yes, even the church, especially the church, oh my God, them gonna be the hardest ones. That church and them pastors. And when I say the church and the pastor, I don't just mean the Christian church. I don't just mean the Baptist church. All them churches. All of them. That one gonna hurt some feelings. Maybe it's meant to do that. All of them. I'm not telling you nothing about your faith. See, because y'all, and let me clarify this, because there's gonna be some people who's gonna say, well, you're trying to tell me not to serve my God. And that's your problem. The enemy making you believe that your God resides in those churches and in those people behind them pulpits. And that's why you can't even separate to understand that there's a God in you and out of you. But neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. Let me clarify what I am saying. When I say get up, you got to separate yourself from them churches and them pastors. I am not by any means saying your faith. Whatever religion or whatever God you serve, that is by no means what I am referencing. What I am referencing when I say you have to detach yourself from these churches and these pastors is just what it is. The church is nothing but what you see, a building. That's all it is. God does not reside in the walls of any of those places. He never has. If you even think about the books in the Bible, or even when they spoke about the Most High and Jesus, he never even went inside of the synagogues. Okay? So with that being said, you can still have your faith and maintain your faith. But what I'm saying is the churches are going to be one of those things. And those pastors, those demon-seated pastors who I've always not liked, I've never liked pastors. And I'm not saying that all pastors are bad, because there are some pastors that are good. And God bless those pastors who came through really with good intent and really wanted to do well by our people. But in today's society, you pastors, the price you will pay for what you did to your own people. Listen to me and listen to me good. The price you will pay for messing with your own people knowingly, willingly, and reaping the benefits and riches and earth of this earth, you will pay heavily. You will pay heavily. You will pay heavily. Now let's move on. We got to get into something a little bit lighter. And a lot of them know it, because that's why they enjoyed the riches of this earth, because they know. You get it? That's why they take so much pride in enjoying the riches of this earth, because they already know what's to come. A lot of them know it. They know. Let's move on. Now, I want to move into something a little bit lighter. Let's start with a few lighter subjects. I want to start with Ari Lenox. I don't know who this little girl is, but she's annoying. Ari Lenox is the little girl who came out and apparently had an issue with the fact that Martin, on the show Martin, he used to, according to her, she said on the show Martin that she was offended by the jokes that he spit at Pam. Now, like I told y'all before, I have to be honest. Were the jokes colorist that he spit at Pam? Yes. Absolutely. Because we all know the darker skinned girl in those times, were the girl who were known to, or at least said to have the naps or the BDBs. Let's just get it out the way. So were the jokes colorists? Yes. But listen, in the 90s, we weren't as sensitive as the people are in 2025. So yeah, you might say I have BDBs, but then I might turn around and say, your mama's so black. You feel what I'm saying? I turned the lights out and she disappeared. See, back then, you had a thing that we called tough skin. Okay, so even though it may have hurt you, you still found a way to recover. You didn't fall back and retreat and go into some level of depression and, oh my God, I'm so triggered and I can't even move around through life. Now I'm going to go and get on medication and go through depression. And then that's going to lead me to have bipolar depression. And then I'm going to also be diagnosed with this and that. Then I'm going to go around and tell everybody how mentally depraved and sick I am. And then I'm going to ask for sympathy. And then when nobody wants to give me sympathy, then I'll call them a whatever phobe. And then that's the world y'all live in today. See, back in those days, this is why Pam on the show, a lot of times her comebacks was better than the stuff Martin said, because it created character. It was called, what we did in New Orleans, ribbon. Other people say doing the dozens. Some people say jonesing, whatever y'all call it, joking, popping, whatever you call it. It was a skilled sport that only we did. And don't get me wrong, we have some people in our culture that just don't be with that type of stuff. And those are the ones who really, really, really know how to fight. And we typically leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know they are really, until they beat you up for roasting them or whatever the case may be. But other than that, the large collective of us, we take part. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Martin's show was all about. It was about reflecting what was happening during the time. Unfortunately, these new computer chip program people that we have in 2025, they don't understand humor. They don't understand that sometimes you can get hurt, and that's okay. Because the world isn't a big bubble wrap. You don't walk around with bubble wrap and bubble tape on you to protect you from everything. The facts of the matter is the world is the most unkind and cruel place you will ever run across. And all of this victimhood and victim mentality that a lot of my people have picked up on, you are setting yourself up for failure. And I mean of the worst kind. Because see, this Ari Lennox girl, let me get her on here. She's a sheep herder. I told you. These are puppets. These these celebrities are puppet. Right now, this questionable young lady, Ari, is hurting her sheep, trying to get all the people who like her to go into the victim Olympics. This is what she's doing. This is a mental manipulation game. I told y'all this when she started with the Martin stuff. I told y'all this when she started with the Martin stuff. This is a mental manipulation game. This is to get you, first of all, distracted from what you really need to be looking at and talking about and worried about. But secondly, it's to keep you enslaved, okay? It's to keep you enslaved. Now, I don't know the young lady. I don't even know what song she sang, but I've heard her name a few times. And I'm pretty sure she do well, okay? I don't know nothing about this young lady. I don't even listen to music of today's time, okay? Now, here she come, ready to herd her sheep, get them all mentally manipulated, get them all in this subservient status of mental depravity. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, what Martin did to Pam, it was just disgustingly horrible. It was just horrible. And now all these women, mostly black, are going to turn and look at the other black men that they look at and they live amongst and work amongst. And it's going to further add to all that bull crap that a lot of the other women on these YouTube streets and social media have been pushing, which is the divide, which is the biggest thing that has been a huge dagger in our back. So I'm telling you, y'all might feel like I'm putting 20 on 10, but these are the God's honest truth. So now she went to Martin. Everybody was like, girl, go lay down. Then she responds, and now she's trying to bring in Bernie Mac. Now, again, these are our legends. I'm going to be honest. Shout out, because I don't know if this girl is Black American, but shout out to my young Black American people. But let me tell y'all something. I get it. We trying to move forward. And someone, as of someone of, I could call myself at 42 years old. I guess I could say the part of the almost older or older generation of the people. Okay, I want to work with the younger people. But what we're not gonna do is let you use your emotions to erase our legends in our history. We're not doing it. We're just. It's not even up for discussion. Okay, it's not up for discussion, because what this is going to do is hinder my people so badly, okay? So badly, this is going to hinder I need my people focused and grounded. I don't need them worried about bull crap, okay? I need my people. I need FBA, Indigenous, Hebrews. I need my African Americans, Black Americans, ADOS. I need y'all grounded and focused. I don't need y'all on this bull crap. This is a distraction. This is bullcrap. Okay? Now, here's her responding about getting the backlash about girl shut up about Martin. Now she won't bring Bernie Mac in it. It's a way to tear down our legends. I refuse. Let's get into it.
I like to talk, y'all, and I like to think. Hell, I just watched the Bernie Mac stand up a few years back, and I understand why he is a legend that he is, but I also couldn't help but to feel uncomfortable about some of his jokes too. I like to talk, y'all, and I like to think. Hell, I just watched the Bernie Mac stand up a few years back, and I understand why he is a legend that he is, but I also couldn't help but to feel uncomfortable about some of his jokes too.
So, again, this is strategic. This is very, very strategic. I am going to ask. I don't know if you're a fan of this young lady, and you can be a fan. Because see, listen, this is how it helps you to move differently when you understand what you're doing and what you're looking at. If you detach yourself from the person but still enjoy the artist, then you can understand that that's the person talking to you, telling you that you need to that she have an issue with Bernie Mac. Detach yourself from her. That's fine, Ari. You got an issue with him. That's you. But at the end of the day, he's one of our greatest legends, one of our greatest comedians, one of the greatest comedians that walked the earth of any color. And I don't think nobody clear go in the category. I don't care who they is. Okay. He is one of the greatest comedians of all time, and we will not hinder, touch, nor doggone mess with any of his work to appease any of you new age, indoctrinated, mentally ill new kids. We're not doing it. And if you're not a Black American, we really don't give a damn about what you got to say. I'm going to be completely honest. If you are not a Black American, and this is pertaining to a Black American legend such as the Bernie Mac, I really could get, I hope he offended you. I hope he offended you. Shut the fuck up. We don't care. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm not doing Ari. Ari not about to, no, sir. No, Ari. You trying to be a distraction, girl, and I'm squinting my eyes at you. Now, I ain't had time to look into you. But girl, I'm squinting my eyes. Okay. Now I want to move really quickly let's get into Shakari really quickly. Oh, no. Before we get into Shakari, did we talk about this yesterday? I think we spoke about this. No, we didn't, because it just got shared, but maybe we did. Either way, I'm going to bring it up. So a little update on the Rashida situation that we spoke about yesterday and her son. I don't know if y'all know this. So Rashida from Love and Hip Hop and her husband, Kirk, we call him 3 earrings over here. They have 2 children or 3 children, but 2 of those children were involved in a homicide. So apparently the daughter was dating a rapper called T Hood, and then they used to have domestic situations. And apparently somehow her brother found out about it. He approached the boyfriend and ended up killing the boyfriend. So the brother, Rashida's son, ends up killing her daughter's boyfriend. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Rashida's son kills his sister, which is Rashida's daughter's boyfriend. Okay, so boom. The family is saying that she set it up, Rashida's daughter. I think her name is Kaylee, or I can't remember her name. Kai, I can't remember her name. They're saying that Rashida's daughter set it up and had her brother come over to kill their people, their family member. She's saying that that's not the truth. According to Rashida's daughter, she's saying that that's not true, that basically her brother came out of nowhere. She didn't call him. She said that this is what they do. They argue, fuss, and fight all the time. So she don't understand why he even came around there. She would have never called him. So it's a back and forth on who's who. The family is accusing Kirk's family of paying the police off so that they can get off on the situation. They said that they were over there concocting stories, allegedly, all types of stuff, showing all types of receipts of Kirk's daughter, basically kind of dry snitching on her own brother by saying, girl, yeah, they did arrest him because he did kill your son, and all types of stuff. It's a lot going on. Yesterday when we spoke about it, they were saying that he might be a suspect. But today, or as of last night, it was confirmed that I guess Kai, which is Rashida's son, the one who allegedly killed her daughter's boyfriend, he is now the suspect. Okay. And it says that Gwinnett County Police are currently investigating Atlanta rapper T Hood's death as a possible self-defense shooting case. His mother is condemning the decision and calling for justice. So remember, at first they were saying, oh, we don't know if we're going to charge him with anything. Then they were like, okay, it's now they're charging him, but they're saying it may be a self-defense situation where he don't serve no time. Mind you, the family is saying that Rashida and her husband, 3 earrings, know the police and is paying off the police. So if that is true, it would make sense why the police just trying to brush this thing off as a self-defense. If any of this stuff is true, because I don't know. All right. So it says the family claims Kelsey, aka K, that's Rashida's daughter, and T Hood, born Tevin Hood, got into a DV or domestic dispute, and K allegedly called her brothers Kai and Kirk Frost Jr. for help. Citing police, Fox 5 Atlanta reports that police claim a female was injured during an argument. The shooter arrived at the rapper's home and tried to separate himself from the situation. The shooter remained at the scene and cooperated with investigators following the shooting. A witness to the shooting is also cooperating. So This is what they're saying. Listen, the mama is saying that this is not self-defense because there's no way he got shot in the back 5 times, allegedly. Now, I haven't seen any of this coroner report or anything. I haven't seen anything, but this is what the family is alleging. The mom says, listen up, everyone. They are telling the police it is self-defense. He was walking away and got 5 shots in the back. People, this is serious. We will not let this ride. I need everyone to post up. We will not be defeated. I know you're watching, telling me to keep fighting for you. I love you, my celebrity. Justice for T Hood. God help me, please. Missing my son like crazy. Okay. So now this is the alleged perpetrator, who is Rashida and Kirk's son. And this is is that her other son? I can't even see it. I think that's the brother. Yeah, I think that's him and the brother. Or that's T Hood. I don't know these Shern, but I do know the light-skinned one is Rashida's son. So that's the update. That's the update. We'll keep our ears peeled to this and see what we find, or whatever the case may be, because Rashida, it is not looking good for you. It is not looking good for you. He did, right, Carmen? Carmen said Kai grew up on Love and Hip Hop. He really did. He really did. Because I remember when he came, it was one season he came back, and I think he was going to prom or something like that. And I was like, wow. It was kind of like watching Riley Burris when she grew up on TV. It was just like, what? Like, girl, you was just this little. You know what I'm saying? A mess. All right. So anyways, let's move on. You guys, please like the video if you have not already. I would definitely appreciate it. Now, one more thing. Now, remember we spoke about Shakari Richardson. I want to say this. Shakari, like I said yesterday, her path is already written for her. Shakari is one of our greats. She is. Shakari just going through something right now. But unfortunately, Shakari went through something really bad because she put hands and feet, or at least hands, on her boyfriend at the airport. Now, she was arrested, and it went viral and everything. And like I said on yesterday about Shakari, Shakari has to make better decisions. Whatever she's going through, whatever she has going on, she's got to find coping mechanisms or ways to figure out other avenues other than putting her hands on people, because she can literally single-handedly end everything that's destined for her. That was my message and my view for her yesterday, and it still is today. I appreciate Shakari Richardson, but I'm going to be honest. Her putting her hands on that dude in the airport, she should have went to jail, and whatever other consequences that anybody else got, she should have received them too. Black women, keep your hands to yourself if you can, okay? Now, Shakari had came out, apologized. She also said that she was working on herself. She did not, I didn't hear her say that she was going to enroll in therapy. I think she should, but I'm not a doctor. But either way, she came out and gave a few words. We spoke about it yesterday. Now, recently, a clip has resurfaced of Shakari right after the incident talking to the police. Now, Shakari is telling the police that her boyfriend is a coward, and they're showing her now, because this is what this system does. This is what this system does. Now they're in the process of trying to tear her down. So now what's going viral is what she did, because this is what she did. She is talking reckless about the boy. Now, mind you, she is the aggressor. Take a listen to what she's saying to the cops about this incident before she's arrested, and why they're trying to paint her into this horrible person. The caption says, additional police body cam footage shows Shakari Richardson rapidly detailing her side before arrest, calling Christian Coleman a coward and denying any physical contact despite airport video suggesting shoving. Check it out. Let's get into it.
Is about, but he lied. He's a liar, and that was something that I kind of just grasped, and emotionally, I'm just like, bet you do your thing, but you're asking me for things that is within my possession, and for my right, I don't have to give it to you because it's in my possession. But when it came to the point that I saw that he chose to make it more about the police and things of that nature, that shows that he made a choice. So I just want to be more professional and just come professionally and let you know, like, hey, relationship thing, have no problem, and working with you guys. So I'm not hired. Right.
Mm-hmm. Was there any type of physical assault?
No, I didn't touch him. He didn't touch me. I will be honest.
Hit him with anything?
No, I haven't hit him with anything. Like not at all. He had headphones that were mine, and I just grabbed them headphones, but not physically. If he would like to ask me, you can ask him, but I don't want anything.
I just want to get your side.
Okay, so absolutely. You can ask him whatever you need to ask him. But yeah, you're a coward.
Is it Shakari?
Sha'carri. Thank you so much, Shakari Richardson.
Shakari. What's your phone number for you?
And like I said, I didn't have a problem cooperating because, like I said, it was from a relationship stuff. So that's why I came up.
Do you need your boarding pass by chance? Just so I can just take a photo of that?
Absolutely, yes. And you can contact me whenever you need to. I'm so sorry.
No, you're
good. Now my boarding pass. That is public. Right here. This is my boarding pass.
So this is the one that got delayed?
So this is, I want to say my original one, and this one.
That's your new one?
No, this is my original one, and this is the one that got delayed. And then the new one, I think is in my personal one. But you can take a picture, and I'll look for you for the new one if you don't mind me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Right now, I don't think I have it, but they moved my flight to 10 p.m. If you don't mind, I don't think I just physically have it. But you can take a picture. I don't mind at all.
So last year, are you heading back to Florida?
Yes. No. I'm heading to Eugene, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably find it this way.
Yeah, you can find it that way.
It's just to kind of document.
No, please. Please document everything. I have no problem with you documenting anything. And I'm going to do my part so you can do your best, document everything. I would never If I ever talk to him again, please talk to me. If I ever talk to him again, you punch me in my face. I will never, ever talk to him again. I will never do it to him again. Hi, how are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing all right.
I'm good.
No, okay.
But I have to put down. I'm so sorry, you're grabbing me right now.
Yep, you're under arrest.
I'm under arrest right now? What am I under arrest? What am I under arrest for? Christian, are you serious right now? Okay. I didn't assault him though.
We have video cameras.
I literally we were having an argument. I'm not resisting, so you don't have to do it harder. Christian, are you serious right now? Christian.
Washington State, he doesn't get a say.
But I understand. We were arguing. But I understand entirely. We were arguing. Okay, I'm not gonna resist, but I'm telling you that we was arguing. I didn't assault him. I didn't do anything wrong. But the fact that you guys are doing this to me, and he's the man in this situation, I'm gonna comply. I am. I'm not gonna argue with you at all. But you have me on camera. But at the same time, what he has on camera, I have my phone show something different. So if I need to show that, I will. Okay, but I have my phone that shows something different. But Christian, thank you, Christian.
Don't talk to him right now.
Okay, I won't. Thank you so much, officer. They are arresting me right now, Christian. Sissy, they're arresting me right now. Am I gonna go actually to jail right now? Wait, but right now, I didn't. Can he tell you that I didn't do nothing to him? Christian, are you serious right now? Christian, I'm about to go to jail because of you right now. You know what? Okay. What a relationship is about, but he lied. He's a liar, and that was something that.
So, like I said yesterday, Shakari needs therapy. If this isn't proof that Shakari needs to seek help of some sort, then I don't know what else you need. And this is why it is very dangerous for us to jump on that feminist bullcrap of just protect all Black women. And I believe that all Black women should be protected. Let's be honest. However, I do believe that right is right and wrong is wrong. Shakari was inside of an airport. I don't give a damn if it was the smallest airport in America. You are inside of a federal airport, and whatever it was y'all was arguing about, you didn't have enough self-restraint to at least keep your hands to yourself till y'all at least got out the doggone airport. You didn't even have that ability, Shakari. Listen to me. This is why I'm telling you this girl needs help. And this is why I'm telling you she deserves whatever consequences come to her. She does not even have the self-restraint to practice enough to say, all right, I got you. When we get out the airport, I'm a bop, 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 bop. Even though that's just as toxic, at least it shows that you have at least that much self-restraint to understand that this isn't the opportune place for me to just haul off and pop you upside the head. Okay? Sha'carri didn't care about none of that. In her process, in her head, all she cared about was what she wanted. And in the moment, everything went black. She went to wailing on the boy. She didn't care that she was inside of a federal airport. Then to turn around, lie to the police, then flip it back and flip it and act like the boy is the one called the police. What's the boy named Christian Coleman? Christian, you need to run far, far, far away from Shakari Richardson. Shakari Richardson is probably the most gaslighting, she's not a good person right now. She will do you horrible things and look you dead in the face and say, that never happened. That is a scary mother plucker to me. I'm terrified of them type of people. Watching this girl tell these police that she never put her hands on them as if there isn't a freaking camera every 6 inches in the airport. That's the worst part. She making it seem like Christian called the police. No, duck, duck, goose. They got cameras everywhere. Are you okay? But that's how toxic Shakari is. She's still finding a way to blame Christian. Christian, baby, I know you might love her. Where your mama at? Where's your sisters? You need to go far, far, far away from Shakari. And Shakari, you need help, my love. I don't know what you done went through. I don't know what done happened. I don't know how you developed the mindset and the trickery and the deviousness, because you got to be a devious mother plucker. The way you lied to them white boys like that with the straight face and the influx high-pitched voice, I'm scared of you, bitch. I'm scared. You lied too good. Because think if they never had cameras. Think if they never had cameras. This is Shakari Richardson. Think if they never had cameras. And then she turned around and called the boy a coward. Yeah, fat. You need to go see somebody. I get it. You gave your apology. You need to double bike to the internet and tell the people that you done went and found you a therapist, because you definitely need one. And it's so unfortunate because Shakari is one of our greats. She is one of the Mount Rushmore of our great athletes. She is one of the greats. She possesses it. It's in her. It's on her. It's on her and in her. But she is going to be the one to stand in the middle of, or stand between her and that destination of greatness. That's just all I got to say about it. Shakari is a mess. When I saw that, I was like, okay. Okay, girl. I see what you're doing. And she's Shakari Richardson. So most people are just going to take her at face value. Man, Christian, you better move around, bro. You better, I get it, you're probably in love with her. You better move around unless you just as toxic and you like getting knocked upside your head. Because they got people like that. And if that's the case, my bad, Christian, stay with her. I don't waste my energy on them type of folks. But they got people who like getting their head knocked upside the head. There's some people like getting it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, just if that's what you like, just go over there with it. Leave us out of it. Keep us out the group chat. Now let's move on. Oh, let's do Finesse 2tymes and then we can move on to what we really here for. Hold on. Let me drop you out, and then I'm about to drop you out. All right, let's get Finesse 2tymes. Did y'all hear about all this stuff been going on with Finesse 2tymes? So if you don't know who Finesse 2tymes is, he's a rapper. And apparently Finesse 2tymes and his mama be getting into it. And they getting into it about basically, this is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing all different sides. So Finesse, who's a rapper, let me share my screen so y'all can see. He had the little boy. What's that little kid name? That little rapper boy who they had all in the strip clubs. He had a back and forth with Charleston White. Charleston White done called CPS on him. All types of stuff. Either way, he come from a hood Memphis background. But let me tell y'all something. And I want to show y'all this. This here, see this Finesse boy? See this Finesse 2tymes? How you find that boy page? He is also one of our greats. Let me tell you why. I know y'all think this crazy. Hear me out. What's that boy Instagram name? Here you go. That freestyle that boy did. Let's get into this. That freestyle this boy did on his channel. If this didn't put chills in your spine, I don't know what it would. If this freestyle didn't connect to you, then I don't know. Let me give you the backstory before we listen to the freestyle. He come from the hood. Isn't it Memphis? He a Memphis hood. They from the hood. And if you know about Memphis, if you know about Egypt, hello? Don't let that go over your head. You understand why I say he one of the greats. I'm not saying he one of your greats, and Natasha said he not my great. That's not what. Listen, when I'm saying one of the greats, meaning whatever talent or craft that they do, they excel at. When I say one of the greats, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm not saying like great leaders, great people. No. What I'm saying is whatever talent that they have, like Shakari, her talent is running, right? She's very good at it. She's one of the greats. Okay. Now this young man, Finesse, is a rapper. And this freestyle showed me that he is, in my opinion, one of the greats. And I'm not saying lyrically, because I think y'all are thinking too surface level. When I'm speaking of this stuff, I'm not speaking surface level. I'm not speaking on the regular eye view of the way everybody see things. I'm speaking in a deeper manner. I can't even explain it, but he is one of the greats, like I said. But anyway, listen. So he has a mother, and they come from a toxic background. Y'all know how the hood black backgrounds go. Apparently, she wasn't the greatest mother to him. He spent a lot of time in and out of jail, prison, and all that stuff, and he felt like he was left alone. But when he got out, he did at some point go and get his mama and move his mama into a house. Somehow, some way, they got into it. The mama came to the internet and told us that he no longer pays her bills and that she's about to get evicted. Okay. Now, when she did that, first of all, he has her whole entire face. Okay. It was like he was preaching. We about to get into it. But anyway, so she's basically saying that he leaving her out to dry. And he basically is just like, every man for himself. Because this boy has gone through a lot of trauma. This man, because he is a man. Finesse 2tymes going through a lot. Whether you like the boy or not, when this boy did this freestyle, because this came out in the midst of his mama going live, spilling all his tea, the sister went live, saying that his baby mama or somebody got the hurt, all types of stuff. He is going through hell. And you could see it in this video. You could see it. You could hear it in his voice. You could feel it in the way he beating on the table. But you would have to be connected and tapped in to understand what I'm saying. Most people won't get it. But I tell you now, I got it. All right. Now, listen to this freestyle this dude did. I don't know what he named it, but let's just read the caption. He says, I learned how to turn my pain into profit. P.S. I wasn't finished. I just couldn't control my emotions at the end, but y'all get it though. Let's get into it, y'all. Get the lights up.
Say if you fall down, you get up, baby. They tried to lock me away, but it ain't enough, baby. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. Say if you fall, went to jail, came home, went to jail again, came back again, went straight in, copped the beans, went fed. Then I lost a lot of friends, 5 years, relatives, family problem. Now I feel like Eminem. These songs, bitch gone, mental problem. Now I'm popping syrup wheel, bipolar, schizophrenic, paranoia, kicking in, trust issues, finesse gang, Aryan Nation, KKK, what that mean? Fuck niggas, from juvenile to the county, to the pen, all the way to Mason. PSI, ain't rat, check the paper, no cooperation. United States versus Ricky Hampton, no, I ain't penny. In Little Rock, I shoot the spot, the U.S. Marshals caught me with the cannon. But I'm back though, relaxed though, the Prince of Memphis, I'm just being cocky. Cause I live what they rap about, I really got the wounds on my body. Stand down, you get up, baby. They tried to lock me away, but it ain't enough, baby. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. It's gonna take you an army. Say if you fall, well, were you on visitation day? I was shedding tears. Where were you when the Fed lawyer told me I was facing 10 years, huh? Machiavelli prosecutor shined on me, labeled me an outlaw. Now I fuck a bitch and play the bitch and kick her out like she was on the alcohol. Possession, they the real estate, manipulate, but never told lies. Would demonstrate on any day, get in my way, I put it on the fire. And the same way you fall down is the same way you rise. Look, he faking here, bitch, so it's like the blind leading the blind. Fuck the DA, United States, the prosecutor, lawyer, and the judge. Because they don't respect them from the judge. Ran up and checked and got it out the mud.
All right, that was the freestyle. And again, when I'm speaking, I need you guys to understand and the angle I'm coming from. This is not about rap. This don't have nothing to do with rap. This video I'm showing you literally don't have nothing to do with rap. This don't have nothing to do with hip hop. I can hear and feel the pain in this boy's voice. I'm not saying that he right about the things he's done in life. It ain't for me to get up here and cast a judgment about that. I'm not saying he wrong about the things he done in life. It ain't for me to get up and hit and cast a judgment about that. But I see something in this dude. And I understand the ground and the soil that he arose from. He come from Memphis. If you understand who we are and who we were and what this world was, what America was before them enemies came off this boat, you would understand why these people from certain places have certain gifts. I can give you an example. New Orleans, huge musical gift. Something about that area of Louisiana. Now, most may say it's only because there's a lot of Black people, but that's not the case. There is an essence in that soil, in that ground, in that water over there that creates, that helps create creations for creators. And who are the creators? That's us. So then when we tap in those areas, it hit different. Does that make sense? Memphis is another place. Memphis is a place that when they produce musical artists, their music hit different. Something about the soil, something about the ground and the earth that produced those people create a different sound in the music. We can go on and on. Mississippi, Chicago, Detroit, we can go on and on for days. LA, Oakland, we can go on and on for Florida, Miami. We can go on and on for days and days. I don't give a damn about who the best rapper. I don't even listen to rap. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Screw what's going on social media. This is a boy. This is a man who come from the soil of royal ground. Memphis, I tell y'all all the time, you don't understand the soil your feet sitting under right now. You don't understand the soil your feet sitting under right now as we speak. See, and that's why that's why, hold on. That's why things like this can happen in those areas. Now, hear me out. Because I didn't even plan on talking about this, but I'm seeing a lot of people not understanding where I'm coming from, and I need y'all to understand where I'm coming from. So follow me, camera, follow me. So in my research, I'm realizing there's a lot of witchcraft in play that has happened in our community, and a lot of our gifts that the Most High has blessed only us with. These people take said gifts and they use them for their greater good, but they also use them as enemies to us. Why is this important? Memphis, New Orleans, all these places. Look at the history of our musicians. They all fall to some sort of vice. Why do you think that is? It's because that gift, that music has witchcraft on it. So a person like Finesse 2tymes, Kendrick Lamar, Young Dolph, Lil Wayne, they don't understand the magnitude of the gift or even why or how to use it. Why? Because said gift is now being controlled under witchcraft. Pay attention to the photo. Let me make me smaller because I need y'all to hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. The music is tainted. It's compromised. It's compromised. It's been compromised, okay? So all these artists who coming from all these rich places that have all this rich soil that produce all this rich in original sounding music, these are the places that the enemy target. And this witchcraft you see above me right here is one of the things that they use. So you still possess the gift. You just don't know what the gift is, why you have it, or how to use it. Does that make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. See, the thing I'm trying to get you guys to understand is we are walking around with blinders on. Every day we walk around in a freaking simulation, not knowing why we doing what we doing. I remember I said it long times ago. I said all of our moves are planned out for us. We just don't even realize it. And people went off on me. You don't know what you're talking about. I ain't programmed. You don't even know you programmed. That's how programmed you are. So when you get these type of artists coming out of these places, like Memphis, like New Orleans, like Detroit, like Chicago, like Cleveland, like all these, and it's not just artists, it's not just music, comedy, sports. Y'all notice these people, these greats are coming from certain places. Help me, listen, y'all, help me. Do y'all don't pay attention that our greats typically come from certain areas? Have we not paid attention that all of our greats come from certain areas in America? Put a 3 in the chat listen, I'm trying to tell you something, because the soil which you are of, which is why I tell you to go outside and ground, put your feet to the soil. Hello? The soil is what produces the greatness in you, because you are of the soil. You come from the soil. How the thing say, from dirt they come, to dirt they go, or something like that. Y'all know the quote. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Y'all know the quote. They never took nothing away from you. They just put you under witchcraft. You still walk around with these possessions. You just don't know what the possessions are. You don't know why you have the possessions, and you don't know the power that they yield or how to use them. But they show you all the time in the movies. You just watch it as entertainment and go about your business. You don't take nothing away from it. So when I tell you that I saw this boy here, Finesse 2tymes, do this doggone rap, and regardless to what I hear, what I know about the drama and tea going on between him and his mama, I understand that this boy, I understand who he is probably more than he understands who he is. And I understand why when he rap, I understand why I feel what he rapping about. Why when he beating on the desk, that shit sound harder, and that shit hitting and penetrating me more than anything I'm hearing on TikTok or on the radio. You get it? This ain't no studio, ain't no mixing and mastering, ain't no none of that going on. That's this boy with his hands on the desk doing the doggone song, and I felt the pain in it. And I understand why I felt it, because he is of the soil. He just don't know it. So he still possesses that magic. He still possesses the gift. He just don't know he got it. Now, back to the Finesse 2tymes, because this wasn't even why I was here. Y'all be throwing me off on a tangent, girl. That wasn't even why I was here. But Finesse is getting into it with his mama, and she has come out and said, because I don't want to spend too much time, because we got to get into what we're really here for. But she had came out and said a few things, basically saying that he didn't do anything for her, that basically he has all this money and he spends it on everybody else, and now she's in need and he doesn't want to help her. Let me ask y'all a question, because I didn't see most people take this into consideration. I get it, they got into it, and maybe he told her, you know what, F you, mama, I'm never taking care of you. I'm never doing nothing else for you. Maybe he said that. But has any of you guys ever wondered or thought that maybe Finesse don't have no money to take care of his mama? And let me tell you why I'm saying that. See, y'all see Finesse get on this internet with buku wads of money, going live, chains on, running his mouth, talking. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all really be believing the chains and the internet that these people really have what they portray on this here internet. It could be that Finesse started an argument with his mama because he literally couldn't take care of her. What does he do to make money? What does he do to make money? I'm just saying, that's just an option that I thought when I first saw it. Because I know one thing about these internet celebrities and these celebrities, period. They would never come on here and tell y'all they don't have it. They'd rather do this than tell you, I did want my mama to come out here and I was going to be able to take care of her, but right now I ain't got it. You will never hear them say that. But this, I could see them doing to kind of combat the fact that I just don't have it no more. Now, this is my thing. As it pertains to the mama, I gotta be fair on both sides. On the mama side of the things and his sister, they feel like you went got my mama and moved her out to wherever she at. It's your responsibility to take care of her because you the one said you was gonna do that and you the one went got her. I agree with that. I think that if Finesse was gonna move his mama somewhere, he should have been committed to taking care of her, period. You don't uproot me from where I'm at and move me somewhere and then wait till Mad Day and then be like, oh no, I ain't paying your bills no more. So in her defense, and then in the mama's defense, she's right. Also, the sister said that all Finesse wanted to do was bring women in and out the house. Basically, Finesse wanted to run the mama house like it was his. Now, granted, he bought the house, but he wanted to be disrespectful in the house. This is what the sister is saying. And I'm with the sister. Regardless of if you bought it or not, that is still your mama. Respect your mama. Don't be bringing no women and all that stuff, carrying and all that traffic in and out your mama house. I'm with them on that, y'all. She not wrong on that. She not wrong. See, I don't know if Finesse is one of those dudes, if I buy you something or like a house, then I can still come in and out of it if I want to because I bought it. You know what I'm saying? Or I can still use the car when I need to, because if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have it. It sounds like that's the type of nigga Finesse was. I bought the house, man. So if I want to bring a bitch up and through here, you need to shut up and let me do it. No. That's messed up and it's very, very disrespectful. So because this is what the sister is alleging, if these things are true, then Finesse is way out of pocket, okay? Now, from Finesse's point of view, a lot of people take this stance, and I agree. I'm not obligated to take care of you. And you're right. Nobody is obligated to take care of their parents. Nobody's obligated to do that. It's just the culture that we do. Culturally, when our parents are either of age or financially incapable, culturally, we take care of our parents. I don't think that that's a bad thing. Okay, I get it. There are certain situations where people need to separate themselves to get their own, their own perspective on things, and they need to make sure that they keep their sanity and all that stuff. But I don't think that it is a bad thing to take care of your parents. Now, some may feel, but I don't think it is. You know what I'm saying? However, it seems like the culture is trying to get away from something that we've always done, and I think that's going to be something that bites us in our butt. However, in certain situations, like in Finesse's situation, I saw people say, oh, well, she kind of wasn't there for him as a kid. When he went to jail, he was by himself. Nobody helped him. I get that. I get maybe he feel like, well, you know what? As an adult, I don't feel like I'm obligated to take care of you. And if that is the case, then he never should have went got his mama and put her in the house in the first place. See, either way you flip this, it's not about what Finesse did, it's how he did it. Regardless to if your mama ain't worth a dime, if you didn't give her enough notice to say, Ma, I can't do it no more, and, at least make sure that she was okay, you did that bad, bro. You did that bad. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I think the way that you did it is wrong. Now, as far as the mama, I'm gonna be honest. As far as Finesse's mama, she gives me the type of mama who was a hood mama who put anything before her kids. She didn't give a damn about them kids. I don't know this to be true. I'm just telling you what I saw when I seen her online. When I seen this Finesse 2tymes mama online, let me go get her. When I seen Finesse 2tymes mama online, I said, oh, there you go. She one of them mamas who grew up with her churn, and she felt like when she had kids that she still needed to have her life, and she was just doing what she wanted to do, and didn't give a damn about none of them kids. Whatever it was she put before them kids, be it a man, be it the streets, be it liquor, be it, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, I feel like she put a lot of people before them kids. And I feel like this boy here, Finesse, I feel like those are some of the things that he could have internalized and kept to his, self. And maybe he woke up one day and was like, I don't forgive you for that. You see what I'm saying? Maybe he woke up one day and was like, you know what, mama, how you did that? You can't come back from that. Let's get into the mama, y'all. Now, mind you, this is a hood woman. So we all understand these women. So keep that in mind.
But the way my rent was coming was $1,500 here, $1,500 there, $500 there. And I just had to hold on to it until it got to $35, y'all. And still have to deal with my landlord coming over. My landlord been over here 4 times. I don't stop answering the door now because at this point, like I told her, I don't have nowhere else to go. I don't have nowhere else to go. But I'm going to let him know this. When I walk out this door and I take my last box up out of here, that man ain't never got to worry about me no more. He don't never have to worry about me no more, y'all. That man don't care nothing about me. He don't love me. And I keep ignoring it.
Now this video did pull on my heartstrings because I'm still looking like that's still somebody's mama. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me show you this video because this one will better depict kind of. So now in this video, she's explaining about how she got Fed charges for getting scammed on her job or something. Let's get into it.
Taking packages back and forth to the post office every day. Just so happened this one time when I got paid, they dropped $500,000 in my account. Since y'all want to know about this charge, I'm giving y'all some juice tonight. I'll keep talking about that $500,000. The feds got it. The feds got it. They locked all that down. So I don't have $500,000. I'm not no scammer. I don't scam. Them days over with. I done had my days of playing paper and doing all this and doing. I done did that. I got 13 grandkids and can barely see them. I found me a job taking packages back and forth to the post office every day. Just so happened this one time when I got paid, they dropped $500,000 in my account.
Now, wait a minute, ma'am. Ma'am. Who did you work for that dropped $500,000 in your account? Because, baby, one thing I know about the government, they ain't going to make that type of mistake. So you couldn't have been working for the United States Postal Service. Who was you contracted through that dropped $500,000 in your account, ma'am? Now, I'm with you. You feel what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying? Ma'am, who did you work for? Who? Girl, all the government employees I done known, girl, I ain't never heard nobody say they made that type of mistake. Now, they might make a mistake and throw you an extra couple of $100 on there. You feel what I'm saying? They might throw your check. You know, they might, oh, Lord, we had a glitch in the system and it paid you twice. They might do that. But, girl, $500,000, ma'am. Who was you working for that dropped $500,000 in your account? And as she said, her words, not mine, she used to be a scammer.
Since y'all want to know about this charge, I'm giving y'all some juice tonight. I'll keep talking about that $500,000. because they so throwed off by my sons. I'm not asking y'all for, I don't want to over ask for nothing. I ask for help to get me the fuck away from these people, away from up under this umbrella where I got to dummy myself down and not be me, to try to keep a person copacetic with me so they won't unhouse me. That $500K got me a felony. A felony. All because I'm trying to work and buy a couch to go in my motherfucking living room.
$500,000 though, ma'am. And then why would the scammers choose her to drop the $500,000 in her account? Like, this is just I'm just thinking, like, say I'm a scammer and I'm trying to steal $500,000, but I need an account. I need an unsuspecting account that I can drop this $500K in and somehow, some way scam it back out. Who in the hell will go get Finesse 2tymes mama, who done been to jail 10 times for scamming in the 80s? Who gonna drop it in her account? I'm trying to see something. Ma'am, yeah, like I say, that's still somebody mama. So we're gonna respect this lady. And I feel so bad she getting kicked out, because I feel like this rabbit hole gonna have me getting this lady arrested. And I don't want to do that. Shout out to the lady. Ma'am, I hope the new job you got, they don't drop another $500K in your account. But at this point in time, get your daughter or somebody else to help you to come move whatever you got up out of them houses or that house you living in, and going on back to Memphis, girl. Go on back to Memphis, girl. This ain't gonna work out in your favor. This ain't gonna work out in your favor. I'm just saying. Shout out to Finesse 2tymes and his mama, who done been to jail, mama 10 times, who done been down to jail 10 times for scamming. Her words, not mine. She said she just don't scam no more. And I was gonna believe her until she said she was just trying to buy a couch, but somebody dropped $500,000 in her account. Like, my daughter just sent me a picture for her apartment, talking about, "Ma, can you help me buy this couch?" Let me log into her account and see if somebody dropped $500,000 in her account. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm over here. That maybe when you ask for couches, that's what y'all should do. I think everybody in the chat, and if we all ask for it, they can't prosecute us all. I think that if we all ask for couches for the houses, we might end up getting $500K. Now, we all not going to get away, but some of us will. We're going to get together and talk about how we're going to split the profits, because this is a social experiment we going through, because this lady here is trying to get on here to say she was just trying to work and buy a couch. And I ain't never. I'm just saying. My daughter just asked me for a couch 2 days ago. If I log in and she got $500,000 in her checking account, you ain't going to never see me no more. Or her. Girl, by the time I lose this ponytail and go bald head like Jada, bitch, please. Girl, you won't see me no more. I'm going to take them 500. They're going to be hot too. Do you hear me? Them 500 going to be hot. Girl, I'm about to take them 500 and get the hell up out of here. Girl, I see y'all on the next side. Girl, please. But shout out to Finesse 2tymes and the mama 10 times. But now, 50 always has something to say. Here come 50. Talking about, "Hey, Finesse, you look just like your mama, man. Just call her. I said, what the F do you do when that happens? Nothing. Look at her and say, you want some of this money or not? Stay your ass off the phone, man. Who showed you how to make videos anyway?" Then he said, "At Finesse 2tymes, please don't say nothing crazy." Now, 50 is urging Finesse to go on and call your mama. He said, "Y'all look just alike, bruh. Go ahead on and call your mama." And then 50 said, no, Finesse said, all right, I'm going to call him as soon as you call. Where the arrow at? He said, "I'm going to call him as soon as you call." There you go. He said, "I'm going to call him as soon as you call Marcus." And we all know 50's son name is Marcus. And just like Mama 10 times and Finesse 2tymes, 50 got a little boy we call Nickel. Okay? Now 50 and Nickel look just alike. As a matter of fact, if you see Nickel without 50, you think Nickel is 50. Some people has even thought 50 was Nickel, as they seen him on pictures and thought it was a 50 nickel. You see what I'm saying? It's so odd, the way that they look alike, that 50 and Nickel have the exact same situation as Mama 10 times and Finesse 2tymes. You get it? Does that make sense? So when Finesse 2tymes told 50, I'll call Mama 10 times, when you call Nickel, I'm pretty sure that hit 50 really hard. And 50 never said nothing else. And all of the days I know on 50, I've been following 50 on Instagram and Twitter since he came on this bitch. I ain't never known 50 to not double bike with another boom boom. 50 ain't said nothing else after this, because this was the straw, as they used to say back in the day, to break the camel back. So 50 Nickel, you mind your business, because that's what he's saying. Mind your business and worry about what you got going on over there. Sweep in front your own front porch before you get your broom and get the sweeping in front of mine. Shout out the Finesse 2tymes, Mama 10 times, and also shout out to 50 Cent and Lil Nickel. 50 Cent and Lil Nickel, shout out to everybody. It's a family affair. We happy to have y'all all here. And 50, you walked right into that. You deserved it. I said what I said. Now let's move on. Have you all friend liked the video? Have y'all liked the video, girl? Why my charger ain't working that good? I need another charger. Oh, y'all like the video, guys. 50 walked right into that, and he deserved it. He absolutely deserved every single thing. And this is so crazy. The comeback was so fire. It was so subtle. It was so passive aggressive. 50 Cent got booked in a calm way, and I love that for Finesse 2tymes. You see what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. See, in those places where the soil come from, we typically have the best ribbers, the best people who know how to Jones, the best clapbacks. You feel what I'm saying? Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying? We typically have them because it's in the blood. It's in the soil. We connected to the soil, which is why you, my friend, should be grounding every day. Do you hear me? Y'all get into here and get the likes up on the video. I'm starving, y'all. I am so starving. You have no idea. No idea. All right. Now I want to get into what we're really here for, and I need y'all to pay attention to this segment of the show because all these things are connected. Now, they were spotting FBA-liens. I call them FBA-liens, but there was a guy who did a video that basically says that he spotted aliens, and those aliens looked like African Americans. Hold on, I want to show y'all something. Stand by right there. Hold on. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. Ooh, this is going to be good. Voo, what you about to do, girl? Girl, what you about to do, Voo? Hold on, girl. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on, girl. Hold on, girl. I'm about to show y'all. Voo, what you about to do, girl? Stand by. I'm about to show you what I'm about to do. It's a word I'm about to drop. You get it? I need y'all to like the video too. Please and thank you. Like the video. Matter of fact, let me gather this up. Let me give y'all a little commercial break so y'all can like the video. Because I need to gather up this here information right here. What we gonna go with? I'll be back.
Gotcha. Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, niggas the black, the niggas black, the black, the niggas I'm black, niggas the black, the niggas black, the niggas black, the niggas I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to say, they want the black. black, biggie, biggie, the black, black, the black, biggie, black, biggie, black, the black, black, the black. I can never be white, the white, white, the 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 white. Shake if your leg, wiggle lift your leg, bounce lift your leg, hustle lift your leg, if your leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if your leg is your brown, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, man. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
All right, I am back. The girl is back. Now, this is very important. Now, like I was telling y'all, all of these things are connected. So this is what's happening. A man saw, as a matter of fact, I'm going to play that. Let me play that right now. So there was a guy who came out and said that he saw aliens. And when they asked him what the aliens looked like, this guy says that the aliens look like African Americans. Now, a lot of people on TikTok thought this was hilarious. And immediately I was like, what in the entire F is going on? Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is important. But before I do that, I'm going to let y'all hear this clear man get on this here internet and tell us that these aliens that he saw were African American. And y'all know what that means. That means FBA. That means Black Americans. That means specifically that these aliens look specifically like us here, foundational Black Americans, freedmen, descendants of freedmen, American descendants. Without that's who they're saying. He didn't say, listen, because I'm about to go deep with this. He didn't say they were Black. That's one thing. Typically, they like to put everything up under one term, Black. He didn't say that. He said they look African American. Y'all pay attention to what he's doing. Check this out.
They have a picture. There is one image there that shows Black people getting off.
So people with dark skin getting off.
Not dark, black.
Black skin.
Really black. Yeah.
Were they tall?
Yes.
Very tall?
Yeah.
How tall? Do you know?
Well, they got out the doorway. I don't know how high that is, but
well, what?
They say 7 feet would be probably a conservative estimate.
Huge cigar-shaped ship appeared over the Air Force base. These cigar-shaped ships were over a mile in length. One of them landed on the airport landing strip area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a Black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5", huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them of arrogance. That's exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had controlled a large portion of the galaxy that we live in.
All right. When I tell you this comment here tickled me, I'm starting to see spaceships on Bankhead. I roll with gangsters, pill poppers, and dang. And let me say this too. For all of y'all sitting on here talking about this can't be true, this can't be true, y'all believe Fabo. Hello? Y'all believe Fabo? Girl, let me put my cover on because y'all on here playing. Y'all believed it when Fabo told you he was seeing spaceships on Bankhead. You niggas leaned and rocked with it the whole song. Y'all didn't question Fabo. Y'all ain't check on Fabo. That nigga asked for help the last 5 minutes of the song. He said, help me, help. I just want to be free. Yeah. Ain't nobody go check on Fabo. So with that being said, don't get on here and get the acting all brand new like this is some news you ain't never heard about. Fabo told y'all in 2005 that he saw spaceships on Bankhead. You just didn't want to listen. Y'all wanted to lean and rock with it. So here it is. Here we go. Okay? Now this is the honesty hour. We got to be honest. I'm not going to let y'all come on here and get to acting like y'all brand new. No, that don't go like that. That never went like that. Okay? Now, shout out to Fabo. He could have been a prophet. I gotta see my doctor. Scotty, beat me up. I wanna fly morning, noon, and night. Geeked up, geeked up. And look at us. Look at me too. I'm geeked up. Oh, I can't make it on my own. I'm geeked up. Look at me. Hey, I wish these haters leave. Bitch, Fabo was a prophet. Shout out to the prophet Fabo. Shout out to the prophet Fabo, bruh. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all don't be seeing it. But I'm gonna help y'all see it. I'm gonna open y'all eyes and help y'all see all the prophets, okay? Now, shout out to the prophet Fabo. But either way, now this clear man goes viral for getting on somebody's interview and telling them that he's seen some African American aliens. Now, let's be clear. He's not saying that the African Americans here are aliens. What he is saying is that the ones he's seen, the aliens, the extraterrestrials, the people who are not from America or things or whatever they are, he's saying that they had the phenotype of African Americans. And put a pin in that because I'm going to tell you why I believe, shout out to Fleur Brim, I'm going to tell you why I believe that's connected to this whole National Guard being activated in these hoods. So put a pin in that. Put a pin right there. Outcasts are other prophets. Thank you, Lavender. Outcasts are other prophets. Put a one in the chat if you was here when we were doing behind the music. We did a behind the music on Rumble. Shout out to Rumble gang. And in that behind the music, we did the Shy Lights. If y'all don't know who the Shy Lights is, they saying, I see her face everywhere I go. On the streets and even at the picture show. Have you seen her? Boom, boom. Tell me, have you seen her? Them niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to them old niggas. Now, they had a son. Well, one of the guys in the band had a son, okay? Now, this son detailed certain things that he witnessed as a child. And if you were on that live or you remember that live we did on Rumble, it's still up on Rumble. He detailed his family having direct contact with aliens. Put a 3 in the chat if you was there. I still got the audio book. I might have to go look through it and find it for y'all and make a video. But in his audio book or in his book, he wrote about many experiences that he saw. A few things that he saw was, them doing eating babies and things of that nature, all types of stuff. You got to go over there and see it. I'm going to go find the link and post it to my wall so y'all can go check it out. All right. So he spoke about his family, his mother and his father in particular, having, contact with aliens, and he spoke about them even having like dealing with deals and all that stuff with them, and how that was somehow connected to Earth and the industry and all types of stuff. It's crazy. It is crazy. You have to understand it. I mean, you had to be there. Now, add that. He spoke about that. Matter of fact, let's put a pin in that. So he spoke about that, right? Now, this man is coming out saying that he see aliens that look like African Americans. Where my Bible people at? Where my people who read the Bible or who have read the Bible? Where are the people who read the Bible or who has read the Bible? Put a 4 in the chat. Because I'm about to show you how all this shit is tied in. All of this is tied in. I'm talking about religion, astronomy, science, history. It all go together. All that go together. Y'all remember in the Bible, and I don't know the scriptures, so I just be telling y'all the stories because I don't be remembering the scriptures. I never really was good at remembering the scriptures, but I do recall the stories very vividly, okay? But y'all remember in the Bible, they had a story where they were saying that the giant angels came down to earth and they started procreating with the people on the earth. Remember that? Put a 6 in the chat if you ever heard that story out the Bible. So in the Bible, there was a story where these giants was coming down. They were angels. That's what the Bible said. Now, the Bible called them angels. So take the alien stuff off the table. The Bible called them angels. Now, the Bible said, yep, fallen angels. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. As a matter of fact, the Most High said, according to the book, the Most High said, don't mess with that. Don't mess with that. According to the book, okay? Now, in the book, the Bible says that there were some giant aliens who came down and they procreated with the people. The Most High didn't like it, according to the book, if I'm recalling it correctly, and he said, y'all got to get the hell up out of here. So he packed everybody up. Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? According to the book. I don't know the scripture. Please don't give me the line. If you know the scripture, drop it in the comments. Now, I'm saying all that to say all of these stories are co-connected. They are all the same story, just given to you in a different format. Now, why is this important? If this clear man said he saw giant aliens who are dark-skinned, look like African Americans, who are tall, and then you are to go back to your Bible and think about the books of the Bible, and you talk about how they had fallen angels. And remember, in the Bible, I believe, I'm not a Bible thumper, but I believe angel can be interchangeable with alien. Because an angel is just, in my opinion, it could be an alien. I don't know. I'm just talking. But anyway, in the Bible, it talks about these giant aliens. Now, mind you, this is the age prior to clear people. Clear people do not exist in the Bible. Hello? They not here. Everybody melanated. So what do you think the aliens look like? Hello? Put it in the chat. If everybody in any type of existence have melanation or is melanated, what do you think the aliens or the angels, who do you think they look like? And this is all a conspiracy theory. I heard somebody was like, oh yeah, it's all what they just said, pseudo thinking. Fine. Pseudo is a word that they created to help us not think. So keep going. All right. Keep calling me pseudo because that gives me more ammo. So anyways, I'm just trying to connect the dots. So in the Bible, these angels would have to be melanated angels because everything and anything is melanated. Duh. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Ooh, this is a good one. Tina said, even the Bible says what? I don't know about this now, but if it's true, then I'm here for it. Tina says, oh, no. Hold on, that's not. Tina said somebody, even the Bible says somebody was led by a ship that was shaped or something like that. I'm sorry I missed the comment, but that's a good thing. Oh yeah, and let's talk about the pyramids. Didn't they say that was aliens built the pyramids? Remember on this channel, if you've been on this channel long enough, we've seen let me see if I can find this. I don't want to go too far off subject, but either way, we've seen creations and sculptures and things that have happened, and we like, there's no way just regular people could have did those things. But neither here nor there. The angels would have to look like black people. Now, I want to bring y'all somewhere else. Do you guys recall this? Because I told y'all, first of all, everything is done in entertainment. I told you they have to show you everything. However, a lot of us put a lot of truth out through our entertainment, through our gifts. Because remember, you got to understand this awakening that's happening. This is something that has to happen, and it has to go through us. You see what I'm saying? And it has to be attacked. We have to be attacked at every single angle we can be attacked at. Now, this is a photo of a still shot of the scene from Lovecraft Country. Y'all remember Lovecraft Country? Put an 8 in the chat if you ever watch Lovecraft Country, and every time something really major come back, I'm noticing we be having to go back and reference Lovecraft Country. And that's probably why they didn't sign it to have it renewed for another season. You get it? And y'all need to go back and rewatch it before they take it down for good, because that's coming next. Once they realize we paying attention, it's coming next. So boom, in this scene, what was the lady name? It was something, a long name. What was the lady name? With an H. She gets cast off to this spaceship. It's something with an H. What that lady name was on the show? What was her name, y'all? I want to know her name. I got to say her name because her name was actually named after a star in the show. Hippolyta. Dago. Hippolyta. Hippolyta was also a star that was named in the show. Now, in the show, she says, when I was a little girl, I was so much into astronomy. Hello? I need y'all to tap in. I need y'all to tap in. Because if we going to go here, we going to go here. If we going to go here, we going to go here. If we going to go here, we going to go here. Now, in the episode, she's laying on the ground, looking up at the stars with her daughter. Her daughter is into astronomy as well, because we as people, it's innate in us. We used to be astronomers. Did you know that? Tap in though on the other side. Anyway, they looking up at the stars, and she like, oh, you know that star up there? And her daughter's like, oh, yeah, I see that star. And she was like, yeah, you know, I named that star in school. And her daughter was like, really? And she was like, yeah, I named that star. I was in some sort of contest and woo, 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 woo. And I was able to name that star. So Hippolyta was able to name a star, but Hippolyta couldn't name herself. You know why Hippolyta couldn't name herself? Because Hippolyta was under witchcraft. Hippolyta her head was gone, just like we all are here in America. She didn't even realize the power she possessed. Now, follow me. Hippolyta goes get electrocuted or whatever, trying to go into different worlds or whatever the case may be. I don't remember what happened, but Hippolyta ends up on this spaceship. Look at what the alien looked like on this spaceship. Can y'all see that? Let me make this bigger. Can y'all see this spaceship, this alien? Look at what the alien looked like on this spaceship, okay? Now, you see the shape of the hair? Shaped like you know what I mean? You see the body type? This is a tall, elongated, African-American or black alien. Now, why is this important? We just talked about the Bible, and I told you the Bible spoke about aliens or angels coming down from the heavens, procreating with the people on earth. He didn't want them to do it. He told them, leave that alone. They came down anyway, disobeyed them. They became fallen aliens. I said, what would the aliens have to look like? Because mind you, this is the time that clear people don't exist. So they would have to be melanated. Now go back to the doggone show. Hippolyta gets put up on this doggone spacecraft, and this is the alien. The alien is super duper tall. As a matter of fact, the alien is so tall, it damn near, look at the difference in height. Look at the difference in height. It's in your entertainment. It's in your entertainment. The truth and the lies are in your entertainment. Don't just watch it to have fun. Don't just watch it to eat popcorn and have your drink. The truth and the lies are in your entertainment. It's right there. All right. Now, if you can see the difference in height, that's a really, really, really tall alien. However, the alien asked Hippolyta one freaking question. Now, of all the things and all the people this alien could have came and got, this alien went and got Hippolyta. Now, Hippolyta is somebody special because she named a star. So Hippolyta ain't just no any old body. As a matter of fact, she probably come from a lineage, genealogy. Hello? Is this thing on? She probably comes from a lineage of people who've gone back thousands of years who were connected to astronomy and astrology and also to these beings. Okay? So, in the movie, she's selected. The first thing the alien asks Hippolyta is, Hippolyta, who are you? What did Hippolyta say? Well, I'm Hippolyta. And the alien looked at her and said, no. Who are you? Hippolyta was like, I don't understand the question. I don't know what's going on. None of this makes sense. The alien gets frustrated, locks Hippolyta in the room. Hippolyta gets knocked out. I don't know how she woke up, whatever. She found out she got chips all in her, all types of stuff. And the alien come back. Hippolyta, girl, who are you? And Hippolyta is saying, I don't know what you're asking. And Hippolyta is every FBA in America right now. You don't know who you are. The alien wasn't supposed to tell Hippolyta who she was. The alien knew who she was. It was on Hippolyta to understand who she was inside of her. And to show Hippolyta who she was, what did she tell Hippolyta? Name yourself. I need y'all to be tracking this. I need y'all to understand where I'm going with this. Tap in. Tap in, man. Tap in. The alien told Hippolyta, name yourself. So Hippolyta was like, huh? Name yourself. What do you want to do? Who are you? Where do you want to be? And so Hippolyta was able to name herself into many, many different places. She was doing background dancing with Billie Holiday. Then she was looked like an African warrior. Hippolyta was able to do whatever she wanted to do. She just didn't realize that she had the power to do it in her. The alien didn't give her the power to do that. It was an awakening for Hippolyta. Hippolyta had to go see said alien for the alien to get to Hippolyta and say, girl, do you know who you are? You can't know who you are. You won't even name yourself. Why she say name yourself? Because the other people named you. The story tells, the show is having Hippolyta name yourself. And this is what happens when you tap in. You start to realize, wait a minute, as I look around, all of this shit is fake. Fake this, fake that, $5 this, $5 that. And the origin is right here. And it's been right here this whole time. Do you understand the level of anger that put me through? Now, everybody won't go through that awakening. And it's unfortunate. But for the ones who do, I'm telling you, you'll never be the same. You will never, ever be the same. I'm telling you now. Hippolyta had an awakening in the show. Now, I'm getting it. People are like, oh, well, it don't make sense. It's just a TV show. Who cares? I just find it odd that when this man was describing these aliens, and I'm going to run them back just a little bit more. But when this man was describing these aliens, he spoke about the look of these aliens, and he talked about how tall they were. Now, this is the gag. He described them as African Americans, and if you look at this episode of Lovecraft Country, the alien looked just like Hippolyta. She looked just like Hippolyta. Now, let's listen to this man describe these aliens one more time, and then we're gonna move forward because I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go somewhere with this. Hold on. Listen to the man describe the aliens.
Shape shift appeared over the Air Force Base. These cigar-shaped ships were over a mile in length. One of them landed on the airport landing strip area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships. They are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5", huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they got this look about them of arrogance. That is exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had control a large portion of the galaxy that we live in.
They have a picture.
Pause. Okay. All right. So when he described the aliens, he described them as African Americans, but it would make sense. If you're a Bible thumper, or you believe in the Bible and you believe we the chosen people, then it would make sense that things were modeled after us. Duh. So it makes sense. Now, I'm saying all that to say, because then when you start to get into things, when you start talking about the Anunnaki and you start to get into things like that, you start to realize that all these beings, get out of your head, ET. When we think about extraterrestrials or we think about aliens, we either get in our head the old depiction of the alien with the big bug eyes and he green, or we get the ET with the little blanket over the head and the funny shaped head. We always do that. We always catch that. That is not true depictions, or at least those are not the true predictions of the extraterrestrial beings who really is over here dealing with this government. Now, in this video, this man spoke about how they landed on this Air Force base, and on this Air Force base, everybody knew who they were and they had meetings and everything. Believe it. Believe it. Because see, they've taken the truth and renamed it to be conspiracies, and then demonize the people who tell the truth and make you think that they crazy, so that you walk around continuously blinded. Every time you turn around, there's a movie about them having some sort of contact with them folks. Believe it. Okay? Now, also, I want to get on the mound builders. If anybody who understands the mound builders, the Mississippians, all of the mounds that are in America, did you know that the mounds in America are astrologically placed on axes for certain stars? Did you know that? Did y'all put a 1 in the chat if you knew that? So there are mounds all over America, the United States of America, as a matter of fact, not just the United States, Canada, and in Mexico. Okay, there are mounds all over the United States of America. These mounds are astrologically placed to be trajected right at certain stars in the sky. If you don't believe me, you go do your research. These mounds are right here in America. They in St. Louis, they in New Orleans, they in Atlanta, they everywhere. They everywhere. A lot of them, y'all think they just hills. These are mounds, astrologically placed in place so that they can be projected or trajected to these stars. You're not about to tell me that we didn't have no contact with these folks. And this will make sense why you see it in all the movies. This is why you see it in all. But now in today's society, now they're just now starting to show you black aliens. Before, they'd rather say they were green than to tell you they were black. Now they have to be honest and give you the real and show you somebody who look like you, because everything that is looks like you. You get it? Now, if you understand the mound builders, so this calls all communities. If you are Aboriginal, Indigenous, or Indian, and you know about the mound builders, then you know how this correlates. If you believe in the Bible or Christian, and you know how giants and angels correlate. If you believe in science and all this stuff, and the whole astronomy and astrology thing that's been going on there, you see how everything this is all connected. It's all connected. It's all, they just separated our minds to keep us from being able to combat what they really got going on. But it's all connected. Same shit, different toilet. Flush it. Okay? Now, why is this important? This man pops out the window hollering about he's seen some black aliens or whatever the case may be. And I'm over here like, what we supposed to do with that information? Okay, and I already told y'all when I seen the aliens, well, I ain't see the aliens, but they say they had the aliens coming out the ocean about a year ago. I welcome the aliens. Shout out to the aliens. I don't have no beef with y'all. All the people in the chat who was talking about y'all, that's them. That ain't me. I don't have no beef with the alien peoples. As a matter of fact, I hope that they come and help us, because I think that that's the thing. I think that they trying to come and help us. That's just me. I don't know. I might be tripping, but I'm just saying, I personally don't have no issues with none of the aliens. Welcome to the aliens. I hope y'all have a good time, and I hope y'all are safe. Keep your head on a swivel, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to come and say nothing to me. I don't want you to come say nothing to me. I'm just telling you, if you on here and you an alien, I don't have no smoke with you. For all the people who got smoke with you, that's on them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay? Now, I was watching Fleur Brum. Is that how you say her name? FLEURBR. I don't want to lie to y'all now, because this girl is phenomenal. It's Fleur Brim or Brim. I think it's BREM. Somebody check it in the chat and put it in there for me. All right. Fleur Brim is a YouTuber, and she's that's her name. Thank you, Marae. Yes, thank you. All right, she's really into this astrology stuff. She's a really dope sister. You got to be tapped in and start tapping into all this other stuff. But anyway, she was talking about the smart cities. No, not the smart cities. She was talking about Trump. Well, she spoke about the aliens, and she did a phenomenal video live on it. And she was talking about how the aliens are here. Now, she called them not Nigerians. What did she call them? Nigerians, or it was something rhyming with Nigerian. And I don't want to butcher the name, but she named them. And she was like, you guys, they're here. Now, I've been following her for a little minute, not too long, because I just found her, I want to say maybe a year ago. But I've been following her, and I realized that this girl is deeply connected astrologically. Okay, is it Nigerian? Is that the name of it? Thank you, Marae. Marae, you on it, girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you. It's Nigerian. That's the name of them, Nigerian. And it reminds me of them Nigerians. And I've been asking y'all where them Nigerians come from. But that's another conspiracy theory live. We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, look. So she was talking about she called them Nigerians, and she said that these aliens basically they have the phenotype of Black Asiatic people, right? So basically their people are brown copper color skin, but they have more Asiatic features. So they have more like, slanted eyes and things of that nature. And one thing she said that made sense. She said that Black people in America and in the Americas, we have more Black Asiatic features, and we do. And when I say Asiatic features, I'm not saying that we have connections genetically to Asia. But what I'm saying is, when you look at the Black American on any part of America, and I say America, I mean the Americas. That means North America, South America, and the Caribbeans. We look different from the European Blacks and the African Blacks. We do. Phenotypically, our noses, our lips, our eyes, we look different, okay? It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing to have melanated people that look different, okay? So it's not a bad thing. But ultimately, we have a different look on us. I know it. I've been all over the Caribbean, and I get off them planes, and I swear, them Caribbean dudes, if they don't open their mouth, they look like niggas out of New Orleans, or niggas out of Atlanta, or niggas out of Memphis. Unless they open their mouth, I wouldn't know the difference. I swear to God. You feel what I'm saying? Because we are a different set of people on this side of the world. Remember, them folks came all the way from the other side of the world to come over here messing with us. We was over here doing our own thing, minding our own business, trading with some people on the other side, trading with each other. We was chilling. Them folks came from way over there with that. Okay? And this is another thing too I want to say because it was on my heart. I've said this before. Shout out to all my Caribbean and quote unquote so-called Afro Latinas and Latinos. Do not fall in the trap going with that enemy. Don't do it. We need to stick together. We need to stick together. Now I get it. Some of y'all, some of them that's in the Caribbean, they just some tellers. And with them, we don't have no use for it. But for all like-minded people on this Western world, this is something we should have did from the beginning. We need to stick together because that enemy found a way to put their differences aside and do such. Okay, neither here nor there. That was on my heart. Let's move on. Anyways, what I was saying was, when it comes down to Fleur Brim and this whole situation, she was talking about the features on these people, and she said they're brown, copper-colored people with Asiatic features. And most Black Americans, any part of the Americas, have some sort of, I guess you would call, Asiatic features, meaning our noses aren't as wide, our lips aren't as thick, our eyes typically aren't as, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Now, she bought out the active shooter. Remember that guy who ran into New York and shot up 5 people at that NFL place? He was a Black dude who looked Asiatic, and she bought up another Black dude who went on that military base and ended up shooting up people on the military base. But either way, what she was saying was they're trying to get you used to the idea of seeing these people so that when you see them, you automatically associate them as enemies. Now, this is what she did, and this is where I'm going to add my 2 cents. Now, she tied it into Trump with these National Guard. And this is why I know she ain't lying, because I was already thinking it. And not only was I already thinking it, my daddy, remember I told y'all the other day, my daddy got on the phone and told me that my daddy told me that they putting all them Black people in New Orleans, they moving them to the east. My daddy said they moving them to the east so that they can keep them out there and they're going to keep them on that island. My daddy said, if you're from New Orleans, you understand what I'm saying when I say the east, moving to the east. But in New Orleans East, it's literally like an island. If you can't get up through I-10 on either side, you stuck. According to my daddy said they're going to move them all in there and keep them there. And that's poor Black people, period, but poor Black people. And this is very, very important. Now, you're already seeing remnants of this stuff happen all over America, because this is not just happening in New Orleans. In all major cities where they were predominantly Black, I don't care where you're from, and if you know I'm not lying, drop a 5 in the chat. In all major cities, you're starting to see an influx of poor or lower income Black people being all pushed in droves in one direction. You're seeing it all over America. I don't care what part of America you're from. If there was a town that was predominantly Black, you are seeing a huge, huge shift of Black American people being all pushed in one old corner. That's not a coincidence, okay? That is strategically planned and strategically done. That is not a coincidence. Don't you think this is just regular schmegular gentrification? See, that's the problem. They've been gentrifying for so long that y'all just think this is the regular run-of-the-mill gentrification. They're just going to move us out the city, and then they're going to move in the city, and then we're going to flip it back like they always do. That ain't that, and that ain't this. This time, you're going to be stuck. And you're seeing remnants of it happen all over America. Now, that's just the blunt and honest part. To be blunt and honest, and it hurts me to say it, but to be blunt and honest, if you fall in the tax bracket of a middle to lower income, meaning you depend on the government for anything, they about to put you where they want you to go, and you ain't gonna be able to do shit. Now, this is supposed to be for everybody, so don't get it twisted. Don't think because you make an extra amount of money that you exempt, because it's gonna happen for everybody. But I'm just telling you, that's where they starting with the poor, because nobody cares about the poor. Okay, now, that's just the hard part of it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off it. Let's just call the baby ugly. The motherfucker is ugly. Some people have ugly babies, and that's okay. Okay, now, Part of the remnants of seeing that is some of the stuff you've seen with Trump and this National Guard stuff. Now, Trump has been doing things that has been very, very helpful for Black Americans. Very, very helpful. But he's also been doing some things that hasn't been helpful for anybody. That's really been helpful for Trump. And whatever agenda it is, he's out to push, if you ask me. Now, Trump came out and said that he's going to activate the National Guard in D.C., talking about carjackings and crimes and all types of stuff. Let me tell you something. That's not true. They don't give a damn about no carjackings. That's not true. They're not activating the Guard for no damn carjackings and no crime. That's not true. And you're starting to see people from these cities who's coming out saying we don't even have that many carjackings, because that's the scapegoat they're using. People, that's only the scapegoat. That's where it starts and that's where it stops. That's the excuse that they're using. Hey, there's so much crime going on in the city, so we're just going to go ahead on and activate the National Guard. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's get into Trump. Well, this is a conference where they were speaking about oh Lord, I hope it played. They were speaking about activating the National Guard in DC. Check it out.
You will see them flowing into the streets of Washington in the coming week. At your direction as well, sir, there are other units we are prepared to bring in. Other National Guard units, other specialized units. They will be strong, they will be tough, and they will stand with their law enforcement partners. This is nothing new for DOD. As the president noted, at the border, we've got 10,000 troops down there who've been operating in.
I get it. He said they're gonna work alongside police, but that's not true, because when the National Guard is activated, they actually pull rank over the police. Yeah. So the National Guard actually can tell the police to fuck off. Like, they could literally come in and say, you know what, police, thank you for your services. We no longer need you. Have a good day. And there's absolutely nothing the police could do. Once the National Guard is activated, they hold rank. They hold precedence. They run that shit. If you don't believe me, think back to Hurricane Katrina. Remember the dude, the general jumping off the thing, put them weapons down. Remember that? Who he was telling to put the weapons down? Wasn't he telling other police, put them damn weapons down? What the F is wrong with you? Because in these times, I get what they saying. I'm just telling you the law. In these times, the police don't have no say. You work for the National Guard. Okay? So I get it. Oh, yeah, we're going to work alongside bullshit. The National Guard is running shit. Okay? So I just wanted to add that on.
Defense cooperation areas, defense zones, where there's zero illegal crossings because of troops on strikers scanning the border. We've been protecting other people's borders for 20 years. It's about time we protect our own. And we're working with ICE and CBP. In Los Angeles, we did the same thing, working with the California National Guard, working with ICE officers. ICE officers deserve to do their job and not be attacked. We will work alongside all DC police and federal law enforcement to ensure this city is safe, this city is beautiful. And as I always say about President Trump to the troops, he has their back. And my message to the National Guard and federal law enforcement in Washington is, we have your back as well. Be tough, be strong, we're right.
All right. This is, and to my people, do not get scared. This is happening. All right. It's written. Everything that's happened is written. It's written. So all that, oh my God, what are we going to do? Shut up. It's written. Whatever's supposed to happen, however's supposed to go is how it's going to go. Don't even get on here getting all that. It is what it is. I told y'all, do you really believe you are the one who put Trump in the White House? Americans, you're so foolish. Americans, you are so foolish. You believe you put Trump in the White House. You believe you put Obama in the White House. You believe you put Biden in the White House. You believe you put all these people in the White House. It's about to come out, baby. You ain't putting none of these folks in the White House. These folks, this is already written, baby. This is written. This was written for Trump before Trump was even born. Are we tracking? This was written for Donald Trump long before Donald Trump was even born. Donald Trump is just stepping into his role and doing what he was sent here to do. But again, I told y'all the game was rigged. I've been telling y'all this political shit been rigged since the beginning I came on here. However, I'm using that to say, do not get your panties all in the twist. It is written. We are in war right now. We are in the midst of a war. We just didn't know it. Okay? Now, why is this important? So, anyway, yeah. This is already in motion. It's happening. The National Guard has been activated in DC, and I want to say a few other places. Don't get me the line. If y'all know the other cities, drop them in the chat. But they have been activated in predominantly poor Black American areas. Why? Because they are now ready to round up the slaves and put them in these 15-minute cities. Now, a lot of y'all might say, well, boo, what's a 15-minute city? Now, a 15-minute city, that's what they like to call it to make your ears more palatable to the idea. And how they're selling it to you is, oh my God, we're going to make this 15-minute city and it's going to be so great. And you're going to be able to do everything you need to do within a 15-minute radius. And everything's going to be so good. And it's going to be so convenient. You know, they love selling us a little convenience there every now and again. All your grocery stores, all your everything is going to be right there. And you know what's bad? A lot of people are going to buy it because they're going to be like, oh, this is dope. And they're not going to realize they're going to voluntarily walk themselves into slavery. I needed that one to marinate. Now, I've come to the realization everybody ain't gonna make it. I'm here to just give y'all the information. I implore everybody to please do your own research and tap into your inner self. Because, boy, this war we in, boy, y'all ain't ready. Now, let's move on. So, here's the 15-minute city. And this is what they're trying to do. Let's get into it.
This used to be a double road, and they've extended the paths and taken it down to single traffic. That's one-way traffic. If you look, they've changed all the traffic lights, and there's cameras on every top of the traffic lights. They face downwards as well, so they capture your face. There's also these black type scanners. Don't know what that's for. So I'm just showing you coming up to the end of the road, and again on top of the lampposts. Every lamppost has got the cameras. Again, they face forward and down. They have scanners on them. So they capture people as they cross the road, their faces. These are all the new bike lanes. These used to be roads, and they've taken all the roads out, kept one road, but this used to be a multi-road, and they've taken it all out, put bike lanes in. They've done this everywhere throughout Leeds, but this is just the city centre. They're still working on this part over there. They're making it pedestrian only, so they took all the roads out, all the main loop system that would go around the city centre. So we're just coming to the end here now. And if you look on top of the lamppost again, every lamppost, every crossing has these cameras. And they face downwards, across. They're basically capturing all faces in the direction that pedestrians.
Okay. So why is this important? This little video really quickly. It's bigger than it being a 15-minute city. I told y'all the convenience has been the kryptonite for you. You have been so accustomed to having convenience that it's going to be the very thing that leads you to darkness, okay? Now, these 15-minute cities, although they will be convenient, they will be jails. You will not be able to leave. You will not be able to go where you want to go. Did you hear her say that there's cameras on every single light post? You will be watched day in and day out. Now, a lot of y'all might say, well, Voodoo, what does it matter? We getting watched now, and we are. Every single device we have is listening. Every single device we have is watching. You're absolutely right. But it hits different when you're contained in a 15-minute city and you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. But I want to go. You can't go nowhere. But you can't go nowhere. You can't go nowhere. There's cameras on you every single where you go. Everything that you do, everything that you touch, everything that you see, you are being watched like fucking lab rats. Welcome to the 15-minute city, because this is what's coming, okay? Okay? Now, pause, because I'm not done. I'm not done. Most of you might say, well, that doesn't make sense. Why would they put us in 15-minute cities? They not even gonna call it 15-minute cities. None of this makes sense. Why would they put us in 15-minute cities? None of this makes sense. I get it. I'm here for it. Girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand what's going on. These people are out of time. They're not running out of time. They're already out of time. And what they understand is the witchcraft has worn off, or it's wearing off. Now, for most of us, I ain't gonna lie, 2/3 of us, we don't want the witchcraft to wear off, so we're gonna continue to keep walking around with our blinders on. Until y'all, God bless your hearts. But for the most part, the witchcraft is worn off. If you want to wake up right now, now's the time, and you can do it. Anybody who want to find it, information has never been so readily available now than any time in the past. And if y'all don't see that, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, now. Things are shifting in a way to prepare you and the earth and everything else for this war that we are coming up on, because that's definitely what's happening. We're definitely coming into a war. We are in the war already. The biochemical one was in 2020. Bloop. Are y'all ready to talk or no? But we just gonna call that a virus. Anyways, listen. They're putting people in these 15-minute cities to have full on control over these people and to enslave them. These people will not be able to have dominion over nothing, not themselves, not their children, not their whereabouts, not nothing they do. It's a wrap. And guess who they're gonna use to do it? Not the police. The National Guard. You get it? So then, like Fleur Brim was saying, she believes that the National Guard was activated to these quote unquote Black American cities, right? Because, you know what, I'll say this, surface level, they'll say it's racist. And it is racist. Of course, they activating these folks to these Black American towns, wanting us to be all, you know, all feeling all uncomfortable about being around these people, because they want us to be feared, and they want us to know that we are the ones that they're targeting for this first phase of getting these folks into this 15-minute cities. They're going to obviously target the poor Blacks, because if the world don't know nothing else, they know they don't give a damn about the poor Blacks. Okay, nobody gives a damn about the poor Blacks. Even Blacks don't give a damn about the poor Blacks. Let's talk about it. Okay, so anyway, they're going to use the National Guard to keep these people lined up in these cities, and it's already happening right now. Right now, there's no 15-minute city, but Trump just activated these National Guardsmen. Now, he's saying it's just to make sure carjackings don't happen, or it's just to make sure crime is down. But let's be honest. All this crime that's been happening all this time, Trump don't give a damn about niggas killing each other in no hoods. Trump don't give a damn about crackers killing each other in no trailer homes. None of them care about none of this. These are all things being done for other purposes than what you're being told. They're telling you they putting out National Guard for these folks to come out here and help with crime. That's not true. These are your new police. These the new niggas in charge. Okay? And don't think for 1 second that you couldn't fall victim. And I'm not trying to make the soldiers thank them for their service. But I'm going to tell you now, don't you think for 1 second in your little crazy head that because you're an American citizen that'll save you. The oath says, I will protect the country from its enemies, both foreign and domestic. You know what that means? The oath says, I will protect my country from enemies, both foreign non-domestic. Do you know what that means? And if you think I'm lying, let's look at the civil rights movement. It wasn't the police. That was the National Guard sicking the dogs on them folks. Yeah, the police was out there. That was the National Guard with the fire hose, with the water hose. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? So Trump doubles out. Trump jumps out with the National Guard. Now, don't get me wrong. The National Guardsmen, for the most part, they don't know what they're doing. They following orders. Whatever they commanding officer or sergeants or whoever tell them to do, all they doing is just going out there. So shout out to them people. And I'm not saying that these are bad people. They are following orders. Okay. But I'm telling you what the oaths say. Protect the country against its enemies, both foreign and domestic. Go look it up. And they're going to follow their order before anything. Okay? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay out there? All right, now let's continue. So now Trump activates this National Guard. And right now it's just a little sniggly giggly. He activated the National Guard. It's cool. But at the end of the day, this National Guard being activated in these black cities for why? And it ain't for crime. I'm with Fleur Brim. Fleur Brim thinks that it's all connected to these alien sightings. Fleur Brim believes, like I have been believing, that the aliens were already here. They're here. They're here. I believe they've been here. I've been telling y'all, I think Elon is either an alien or a goddamn AI or something. I don't even think Elon real. I don't even think Elon real. And I'm starting to question a lot of these celebrities too. I'm that type of conspiracy theorist. Okay. But either way, the aliens have been spotted. They are here. And if they are spotted and they look like Black Americans, where would the aliens most likely be able to hide? Put it in the chat. If they were told that these aliens are 6'4", 6'5", maybe 7 feet tall, and these are aliens and they look like African Americans, where's the best place for the aliens to hide if they want to come to Earth and blend in? There you go. Stacey Lay said the NBA. That's true. Now they do too many workups on the NBA. They might be able to test their blood and see what they is. Now the NBA ain't safe for them. But the hood, this is the place where these people would have the best options of hiding because they would blend in. On average, Black men are over 6 feet tall. It just is what it is. Black American men, on average, I would say that the statistics and the numbers will say 5'10", 5'11". Nah. That's them clear people. That's them clear people. The average Black American male is about 5'11", 6 feet, in within, right? So if these aliens, like the man described them, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who did that AI video of them aliens, but I ain't gonna lie, them aliens was finer than up there. Do you hear me? But anyway, hey aliens, let me stop, because the Most High didn't want them to procreate with us. That's how they got us, girl. They was fine. Now it just made sense. Ooh, the Most High, I can see the aliens. Oh, I'm gonna go down there, and the Most High like, no, don't go mess with that. And they like, but I'm gonna go down there. He like, nah, don't mess with that. Them girls crazy. They just gonna bust it open. They like, nah, let me go down there. And show it. They got a nose on the face. Here come the aliens down there with the girls. Cause them ones I saw on the AI was fine. I ain't gonna lie. I would meet one. I don't want to know if you're an alien. Don't tell me. Let's just go out on a date. Try to find some sort of plausible deniability. Why? I didn't ask if he was an alien. I didn't know. He didn't tell me because I ain't asked him. So all I know was he met me at the Kroger. He told me he liked me. I liked him. And that's it. I never even asked him if he was no alien. Whole time I've been thinking it. Something about this nigga. This nigga a little different. I mean, he got pretty eyes, but something different about this one. You know what I'm saying? I done been with a lot of niggas with pretty eyes, but this one right here, he hit something. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something about it. But don't worry about it. I ain't gonna investigate. Ain't gonna ask. You feel what I'm saying? So, the hood would be the most opportune place for these aliens, if they are here, to blend in. Now, Trump is trying to say that he done activated the National Guard because of all the crime and the carjackings in the cities. And the people from the inner cities are saying, girl, what carjacking and crime? Crime has been down. Could it possibly be? This is just asking a question. Is it possible that Trump activated all these National Guard people because they looking for something? Could it possibly be that these moves have these moves create multiple results, and that's how the enemy has been able to take over us? See, we think one-dimensional. We think if we connect the hip bone to the leg bone, then that's going to make the leg walk. But we don't understand that the hip bone, although it helps the leg to utilize and work, that hip bone has its own inner workings that affect other parts of the body. And when I'm saying that, or I'm using that as an example to say, see, we're looking at one-dimensional things. Oh, he hired National Guard because he's racist and he just want to put the National Guard in the hood. Have y'all ever thought that there's something deeper than that happening here? How do you know that's not something that they're looking for in particular? I'm just asking. How do you know that these guardsmen, I don't know what orders they get. I don't know none of that. But how do we know? I'm just asking the question. How do we know what it is they're looking for? Now, a lot of people might say, well, it's just kind of restoring order. And that's the mindset they want us all to be on, because then they can kind of do what they want to do behind the scenes. And by the time you figure it out, it's too late. But if aliens were hiding in the hood, then it would make sense why Trump would ask the National Guard to pull up on the hood. Now, there have been multiple alien sightings here, especially within the last year. And so much so, the government has come out and said, yes, there's absolutely aliens. And yes, we've been talking to them. And yes, we've been rocking with them. The government that came out and told you that. I've talked about it on this channel at length. So what we know is this is true. It's not like it's something I'm making up. This alien thing is not a conspiracy theory. The people who tell you things are conspiracy theorists are telling you that they really have aliens. The people who tell you that conspiracy theories exist are the same people telling you, nah, but we really do got aliens though. For real, for real. We be talking to them and everything. We be having meetings with them. We go out to lunch with them. Sometimes we might go out to space and see what they doing. Sometimes they come down here, see what we doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got to open our brains. But I'm saying all that to say, like Flurbrim, because she's the reason that had me connect all these things. Even with astronomy, we were already connected to these extraterrestrial beings in some manner, in some level, because the mounds are definite proof of that. And this is also a good reason why they would tell you came from Africa. That completely disconnects you from your history. Because if they take you off the land as far as your history, if they tell you your history comes from another land, you won't even think to start looking inward on the soil you stand to see who you are. Listen, the trees, the soil, the hills, the mountains, all of that shit tell you who you are. You just got to listen and whatever. Anyway, I don't even want to go too long-winded on that. But I'm saying all that to say, these aliens, I call them FBA-liens. But these FBA-liens that we're seeing, I do believe that they are here. And I do believe that they walk amongst us. I believe they've always walked amongst us. I believe they've always walked amongst us. And let me say this as well. This enemy that we're facing, like I told you, if you are still on the time that these enemies are only white, you are lost. The clear people are a very, 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 very small number of people compared to the other inhabitants of this earth and beyond. There are enemies who look like you. There are friends who look like you. Get out of that identity politics. Get out of that, oh, well, he's black or oh, she's black. Who gives a damn? That's how you've been tricked and bamboozled thus far. Okay? Get your ass up out of that and start to see things for what it is. We are in the middle of a war. We have been in the middle of a war for years. We have just been so entertained. We had no idea what has been going on. There's something really crazy happening in this sphere that we call a universe, but it's happening in and out of our favor, but yet and still it is happening synonymous with the people of the land, which is you, Black Americans. You have to tap in. Listen, there's so many things spiritually happening right now. There are so many things happening in the world. We just had a solar eclipse. It was the 9th, I heard it was. August 9th, we just had a solar eclipse. And you know what? No cap. Saturday night, I was so emotional. I just started crying hysterically. And my best friend told me I was crying. I'm in the middle of New York trying to eat a chopped cheese and crying, girl. And I didn't know why. And then some said, girl, when was the solar eclipse? That's why. I was all off my rocker Saturday night. I was going through an actual freaking change, my nigga. It dawned on me this morning. When I tell you, at first I was just like, girl, I must have been drunk. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm not a sad drunk. I'm the happy drunk. I'm the less part. I'm either happy and dancing or I'm asleep. But I am not a sad drunk. So when I started crying, everybody looking at me like, bitch, what the fuck wrong with you, bitch? They looking at me like, man. Because I don't do that. That's not, I'm the happy drunk. I'm the, hey, pull up the shots. That's me. But I was super emotional. I cried from the bodega all the way on the train. This is what I'm told, because I don't remember. I was drunk. They say I cried all the way on from the bodega on the train all the way to the bed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But either way, now I ain't gonna lie. At first I was like, bitch, am I pregnant? Girl, just had my period. So I know, check. That's the first question. Is you pregnant? Girl, bitch, please. Girl, please. Once I got that off the bat, I was like, okay, anything else I can handle. Okay. But anyways, I'm saying all that to say it's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot happening. It's a lot going on, and we have to tap in. Listen. The way we've been told who we are, what we are, and things about our history and even our present, that has been done strategically to keep us thrown off. To keep us thrown off, that has been done strategically. They keep us all disconnected or separated. They keep us all jacked up like that because if we get together and start to actually actualize and realize some things, it might actually get us up out of the shit that we in. It's not a large number of people that are controlling this system that we call the world. It's not a large number of people. The general people have always outnumbered those people. It's just that they found ways to manipulate things and manipulate the people to be blinded. Okay? That's what this is all about. Now, I'm saying all that to say, we have not been tapped into who we are in a long time. As a matter of fact, I want to say the last time I can see on TV where we were tapped in, I would probably give it about the 80s. Because at least in the 80s, even through music, even through television, you still saw remnants of the old us. What do I mean by that? What's the name of that group? Is it Sugar Hill Gang? The hip, the hop, the hibbit to the hip, hopper, you don't stop, the rocket to the bang, bang, boogie to the boogie to the rhythm, the boogie to beat. Now, what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. Remember that song? Was it them or was it? No, it wasn't them. Was it them? Hold on. Let me not use them. Oh no, they was tapped in. Look, Sugar Hill Gang and the 8 Wonder. Get me up here. They was definitely tapped in. Look at this album cover. Y'all see this album cover? Or y'all see this photo? They was definitely tapped in. Look at how they did their album cover. See, but this ain't even the one. That ain't even the one I wanted to show you. Hold on. What's the group with hold on. What's that group that don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. Hell, even look at, ain't that Africa Bambaataa? Hold on. Y'all know that I don't want to get Highs all jacked up. Sorry, Highs. My bad, Highs. My bad. I was just using them for reference I was trying to show them something. What's the name of that group? Well, one of them was dressed like an Indian. One of them was dressed like a cow. They black. It's a black group. Earth, Wind, and Fire, another one too. But it was all them groups. Parliament, was it? Is it Parliament? It was one of them groups where Funkadelic, that's them. They were tapped in. Not the Village People. God no, not the Village People. But Parliament was tapped all the way in. Let me see if I can find a good enough picture of Parliament. With that Funkadelic, with that soul sonic. Look, man, stop playing with me. What them niggas used to be saying? What them niggas? Hold on, get them back up here. I ain't asked you to move. Get them back up here. What them niggas used to be saying? Out the Matrix said they were on acid, Vu. Well, the acid must have had them tapped in. The acid must have tapped them in then. Shit, I'm not telling y'all go do no acid. But even on their album cover of Parliament, they're on a spaceship. When you start really going back into history, and going back into who we were, and looking into our music and our movies and Shaka Khan, yes, and all these things, you'll start to see that we spoke a lot of these things. We still subconsciously speak a lot of these things. Okay? Black Americans have been historically connected to extraterrestrial beings or astronomy, or is it astronomy or astrology? Whatever, the study of the sky and the stars and all of that stuff. We've always been connected to that. So it makes sense, like Fleurbrim says, that the aliens come to the hood because it would make sense. It's familiar. You get it? But I think the most important part about this, though, was naming yourself, because I want to go back to that. In the show Lovecraft Country, this doggone this alien, when Hippolyta met this alien, the only thing the alien wanted Hippolyta to do was name herself. And I'm about to wrap this up with this, because this is gonna all tie this in. No, not this. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. Because I got to bring my phone to get looked at. Anyway, listen. In the movie, or in the show Lovecraft Country, y'all make sure y'all go watch it. Y'all make sure y'all go watch it. the alien asked Hippolyta to name herself. And for a while, Hippolyta just could not. She just couldn't do it. And she couldn't do it not because she was incapable, but because she had been so off of who she was and so out of herself and untapped into who she was that she had no clue where to begin. This is why when she was married to her husband, a lot of Black American women do this. We get in relationships and we put our whole lives and our everything into the partner. It's not because we want to do that. It's a subconscious thing. We have completely lost who we are. Identity is so important. It's so important that they keep giving you a different name every 40 to 60 years. Now we up to FBA, Black Americans. Before that, what were we? African Americans. Before that, what were we? Negro. Before that, what were we? Colored. Before that, what, you feel what I'm saying? Are we tracking where I'm going with this? Listen. Okay. The biggest issue Hippolyta faced was not her capabilities. Hippolyta didn't know who she was. So when she gets to space, the alien was like, name yourself. And when she was able to name herself, Hippolyta was able to do whatever the freak Hippolyta wanted. If Hippolyta wanted to go be a backup dancer for Billie Holiday, she can time travel and go be a backup dancer for Billie Holiday. If Hippolyta want to go be an African warrior for a female tribe, she can go be an African warrior at a female tribe. And guess what else? When Hippolyta was ready to go back home, Hippolyta said, I'm ready to go home. And guess where they sent Hippolyta? Home. The point of that scene is identity and knowing who you are, tapping into who you are is the key. All this time, all these things Hippolyta had to offer the world, even though they were great. Mind you, she named stars. She named all type of stuff. Hippolyta had gave so much to the world that you can't sit up there and say she needed this type of awakening to contribute, because she didn't. Because that's naturally and innately who we are as a people, Black Americans. That's who we are. They know that. You don't know that. So you on purpose and mistakenly walk around being great on a day-to-day basis. You are being great on mistake. You are doing whatever it is that you do, or however it is that you, or whatever it is that you're great at, you right now being great on mistake. You don't even know why you're so great at the thing that you're great at. You don't even know why whatever gift it is that you have to give to the world, you have it. You know how good you are at it. You know how well you can perform said gift. You know if you perform said gift well, that it causes people to be attracted to you. But you don't know who you are. Because if you knew who you were, then you would understand your gift and how you could use it to do what? Name yourself. Please do your genealogy. I need everybody in the chat. I don't give a damn who you identify as. Do your genealogy. Find out who you are. Find out who you are ancestrally. Where does your bloodline lead to? What did your people contribute to this land, to this great land and soil in which we put our feet over today? Find out who you are. Identity is the first key to freedom. That's why the alien told Hippolyta, girl, just name yourself. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. up, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.